You are watching. It's an IHSAA version of the Red Zone. You can watch on all IHS TV apps on your phone, Amazon Fire, Roku TV, and Apple TV. Game Day is brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners at Noblesville Trophies. Welcome. Hi everybody, I'm Brad Silbert. Welcome to Season 2 of HCTV Game Day here on Hamilton County Television. Tonight we're going to be highlighting multiple games from IHSAA TV, Indiana SRN, and student-produced broadcasts from Hamilton Southeastern High School Station and Fishers High School. Game 1 tonight will be an Indiana SRN game. That will feature Shenandoah at Heritage Christian, which ought to be a good matchup for those two teams. Game 2 will be the Hamilton Southeastern Royals traveling to North Central to meet the Panthers. That will be on the Southeastern Sports Network. Game number 3 on SRN will be Lafayette Central Catholic at Guerin Catholic, another battle for the Bishop's Cup over there in the southern side of Noblesville. And our 4th game tonight will feature the Fishers Tigers and the Pike Red Devils at Pike, and that will be broadcast by the Fishers Sports Network. We also have a bonus game coming your way tonight. We'll have Columbus North at Columbus East. That will be on IHSAA TV. And remember, you can watch the individual broadcasts either on www.hctv1, that's the number 1.com, or www.ihsaatv.org. And we'll also have additional games on the IHSAA TV network at the bottom of our screen to watch at www.ihsaatv.org. And in addition, our own Perry Williams will be at the Noblesville Carmel game tonight. He'll be keeping us up to date on scores over there. Plus, we'll be following a lot of the other Hamilton County teams tonight, try to keep you up to date on what's happening in those various games. So we're going to go to our first game tonight, and that's going to be game number 1 from Indiana SRN. We'll start out with Shenandoah at Heritage Christian.
To Heritage Christian and won 63-10. The run game was dominant for the Raiders, and it can't be that way if Heritage Christian will be successful tonight. Experience is on the side of the home team, the Heritage Christian Eagles. Technique and discipline might be on the side of the visitors. At least their offense used to be in
zone, and that is a touchback. So now the Pike offense will come out to the 25. So now the talk is that the Fishers defense is really going to show out tonight, especially after last week's performance against North Central, especially with plays from Grant Wetzel and Jackson Dunn. Oh my goodness, what a stellar group out there. Ben, what have you seen so far since the 2019 football season started that you've liked from the Fishers defense?
Well, they played really well against North Central with the 6 interceptions. They just need to keep that up. One thing Coach Judd mentioned to me was the intensity of this game compared to Lucas Oil. It takes a lot more to get a defense energetic for this game and a team in general compared to a game at Lucas Oil.
And that was a great job of the Tigers defense for a tackle for a loss on the play. That was Alan William on the carry. And you know, that's a loss of about 6 yards on the play. And earlier in the broadcast, we were talking about how Wimmer has really been working on the on-the-line defense, you know, that sack, that Jeffrey Brown blitz, and we just saw that showcasing tonight. So now, another handoff.
Plays, but first the wing tee of Shenandoah. And it'll be handed off on the sweep. Looking to get around the bend is Surface, and he gets across the 30 to the 34. Nice gain of 4 to begin, and here is the offense for Shenandoah. There it is. Tanner Goff, the quarterback, his second start. Blake Surface, Josh Farmer, number 28. We feature him as a defensive player. He's the fullback in this offense. Andrew Bennett received the first kick. He's the wide receiver, number 81. The offensive line, this is a very disciplined offensive unit for the Shenandoah Raiders. There's Goff under center. He'll hand it up to the up back Farmer, and he goes nowhere. Swarmed quickly.
How about Lowry filling that spot inside and got the nice job, got the tackle, lost about 2 yards, third down and about 8.
Fumble on the play, and it's recovered by the Golden Eagles, Max McGreal, and it'll be first down and 10 for Garrett after the big time play.
Well, you talked about turnovers right before we ended the pregame show, and sure enough, on the very first play, the kickoff, you get a turnover, and how quickly momentum can change is now LCC goes on defense when they expected to go on offense.
You know, it's funny. As a broadcaster, you get your sheet ready for offense, defense, and now it's a quick flip. Got to make it happen on the move. And it'll be first down and 10. Great field position after the turnover, right at about the 30-yard line. As you can see, one receiver on both sides. Man in motion left to right is going to be Ferrucci, and the handoff goes to Gus Bumgartner. And a great job coming through and getting a shoestring tackle, as it would have been a lot of space out to the left side.
Yeah, nice job by Isaac Switzer coming down to make the tackle, crashing on Baumgartner as they tried to run it off the left side there. But like we said, they're probably going to go to Gus early and often here.
Now it's usually Gelov under center. Now they do go with that I formation. Bumgartner, usually the deep man. Sometimes he's up back in the I formation, catches the defense by
touchdown. He should have had a touchdown last week against Florence Central. He recovered a fumble, and now he gets a pick six. What a job by Michael Cherry, and what a job by this defense to get the Royals on the board. And man, if you're North Central, that's now 7 picks and 4 quarters and about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's gonna start to mess with their mind if they continue to throw interceptions, especially pick six. That was just, if you're gonna miss on an out route, you got to miss to the outside. You can never miss to the inside, and Michael Cherry just stepped right in front of it and took it to the house.
The Royals are on top early, about a minute, 40 seconds in this game. Alex Corrales looking to make it 7-0 Royals. Kick hits the up post, and he's going to say bounce out. It is no good.
Yeah, the kicking game is a little bit of a question right now, I'd say, for the Royals. They had a couple missed field goals last week, and then they had a fumbled punt last week. So the special teams, the kicking game, they are working on, and hopefully we'll.
Basketball team, overall just a great athlete. He is standing at a whopping height of almost 6'5". Just a great tight end, overall great athlete, as I mentioned a couple times before.
Hamilton Southeastern Royals get a big break on their first possession over at North Central. Do score a touchdown. The extra point is no good. Looks like the Fishers Tigers are knocking at the door at Pike. We'll go back to the action.
Around the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 on the play. 2 on the play. So now it's second down for the Tigers. That passing game has been really successful with the few passes we've seen so far. Obviously, Scally got a little tight up there, but you know, we're probably going to see a lot of the passing game tonight, especially with those wideouts, Nick Leith and Reese Bullen, and especially Jeff Simmons at tight end, who's been playing a heck of a game so far this season. So now Rue under center, takes a snap, hands off to Scally, tied up again, picked up. Finally goes down for a loss of about 3 on the play.
Pike's defense was all over that run.
It really seems like Pike's linebackers are trying to force their way up, trying to stop any of the run game. And they're probably used to that run game, especially with Trayshawn and Allen during practice. So now Rue looking at the coverage back in the pistol formation.
Watch for Jeffrey Simmons here. He's on his own.
And that is a Tigers touchdown for number 21, DeAndre Jefferson. Excuse me, number 21, Reggie Cook Graham. Great reception by Reggie Cook Graham. He caught that in stride. Overall, great job by the Tigers. Rue caught that pass. Rue threw that pass, excuse me, in stride. Great job by Rue.
Like we talked about in the open, first to score might win.
And
open, but the pressure caused him to release the ball early. Couldn't quite connect, and now they got a long third down.
Third down and 9. Barrett still in the shotgun. This time Roach.
So both of the Hamilton County Hoosier Crossroad Conference teams have gotten off to a good start here tonight. And we're going to go down to Guerin because the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles, they're getting close. They're about the 15-yard line. We'll go to Guerin.
Big time play defensively. And you look at that defense, and Sean, a huge play right there by both Ethan Sutton, as we've already mentioned, coming around with Jagger Albert. Huge play.
Huge play right there for Albert. Got him off the field. Now it's 4th and long. They got a punt. And you're going to catch the ball probably on their side of the field. Great starting position for the Golden Eagles.
A high, wobbly punt.
Short.
That's one you want to get away from. And it's going to bounce, and it is muffed. And it looks like this one will be recovered by Lafayette Central Catholic. And the craziest thing is, it was such a short punt that they might have only gained about 15 yards, but it's enough with another turnover for a first down.
Here's the thing on that play, Brent.
Quarterback Tanner Goff under center, and a bunch of people false start. That, Keith, when that happens, generally it's because the center didn't know the snap count.
Yeah, the center might have heard one in the huddle, and he asked for two, and no one else heard it.
So we'll try this again, about half the distance to the goal.
You know, this is really crucial here. Now you're first down and 15. You're on the 8-yard line, 9-yard line.
Maybe the 4.
Okay, we'll call it the 4.
The wingbacks are Hughes and Surface, the fullback Farmer, typical formation. That is
big time interception right at the entire way.
Oh, he sniffed that out from second one, was waiting for it. Just kind of lying in the weeds, saw it, and the floater went under it so that turnover doesn't hurt too much. But we're 8:44 in the first quarter, already 3 turnovers, Brent. Some nerves going on both sides.
I'm going to call you Sean Stradamus, because you're the one that said something to watch out for would be the turnovers, and wow. Sean Stradamus, you are quite correct. This time, I'm going to expect a heavy dose of Bumgarner.
I would agree with you.
Hand off to the right side. Bumgarner cuts it up. And the defense is there again. Great job closing quickly. And it's only a short game. And we take a look at the Lafayette Central Catholic defense, Sean. And when you give this one a look, it's going to be one of those situations where are you going to be stout enough to stop the run? And then are you going to be able to respond and be able to get back and defend the pass as well? This is a team that's both multifaceted, but a lot of big athletes out there for LCC.
Yeah, those 3 guys up front, Hardebeck, Spencer, and Suppiker are big boys. You got to be able to get them out of the way so that Baumgartner can get to the second wave.
Gelov's going to look to pass, flings it out to the right side. This one is caught, but taken down right away. Alex Gardner tried to cut it up, but nothing going.
Great job by Evan Munn reading that play and stopping it for a short game. Boy, it's a battle of defenses so far. Brent, is now your 3rd and long, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12 on a game, play that loses yardage.
Yeah, that was actually Elijah Edwards that got tackled on the play. A couple of number slips, but it'll be 3rd down and 11. And Sean, right now, it's been funny. It's been this little 15 yardage from here to there, but just back and forth. Neither team's been able to get out of that little bit of a funk.
Well, let's see what they can do here. They haven't been able to throw the ball very well so far.
3 receivers near us, 2 far side. Gelov looks to pass, right side, has his man, and that is his favorite target, Bernie McGinnis, right there at the first down line. I believe they're going to say they're going to say he's a yard short.
Oh, close. He went to the marker and cut right, but the throw was a little short, had to come back for it. Tried to fight for the yardage, but you're down almost inside the red zone anyway. Go for it again.
Bernie McGinnis, big-time player.
A big-time player, and you got to have a pretty good idea who's going to get the football in this play, Brent.
With the I formation out there, Gus Bumgarner as the deep man. Remember last week, Bumgarner carried for big chunk plays left and right on 4th and 2. It'll be Bumgarner up the gut. He gets stood up, and it looks like he's not going to get it again.
That looked like Suppinger again.
Wow.
That looked like a clean hit on the quarterback there by Jeffrey Brown. Seidel seems fine. Tried to slide there, but ultimately got wrapped up by Brown. And outside Ella back in the shotgun formation. And he's got 4 receivers lined up. Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
By Eckel to cut him loose. And I tell you what, that young man has some burners.
19 on the carry for Brown, right on the doorstep, right on the thresholds, Heritage Christian. And that's what we said this in the opening. Here's the replay, but the sophomore running backs in the state look just like this. Shifty and fast, catching the block from Eckel. And now here comes Heritage Christian, 6 minutes on the clock. It's Brown looking to finish it, and he's in! Touchdown Heritage Christian, it's 6-0 Eagles. That drive, Keith, was all Colton Brown.
Yep. Nice play. Nice play indeed. Now, important. Got to knock this down.
These are the little things you're talking about. You got to capitalize. Lack of penalties, get these extra little points. Caleb King was 8 of 8 last week. On to hold Colton Brown, fittingly.
High snap.
And that was no problem. It's 7-0 on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
There's no greater.
We'll get maybe a yard, perhaps not even that, down at the line of scrimmage. It's interesting, Jay, we're talking about that offensive line, and Tim Blessed said our offensive line should be a strength of our team. And anytime you say the offensive line is going to be a strength of your team, that's good.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Welcome back to Game Day. I'm Brad Silbert. A lot of scoring going on early in these contests tonight. We're going to go down to Columbus and grab a little Columbus North, Columbus East action with the IHSAA TV network.
This is the first time that I have seen East. See North last week, as you mentioned. This is a different North ball club. They're coming off the ball. They're staying low. They're playing a much more progressive brand of football tonight.
So they spot the ball on the 4-yard line. Send a wide out far to the right side. That is Gio Alejandro on the right side of your screen. They'll also split a guy out to the left side, Charlie Winnick. And they're going to hand the ball off again. Try to circle left side, getting down toward the goal line. And we got it?
Yes,
he got
he
it.
did.
That's a touchdown, 4 yards out. That's Huffman.
Well, I'll tell you, Columbus North just flat out wore East down. East defense has been on the field, I should say. 5:37 left in this one. It's once again getting to the edge. Great seal blocks, and this is their offense. You get this young man the edge, he can do great things, and North strikes first.
Now the point after Carter Ward, who was 2 out of 2 last week in the opening game of the season. And that Columbus North lost to Avon down at Lucas Oil. Here's the attempt. It is good. So the drive goes 28 yards as they started the drive in East Territory. 6 plays, a 4-yard run by Huffman, and it's 7-0 with 5:37 to go in the opening quarter. Columbus North, Columbus.
As he's going to go under center again. So now a fake handoff. Rue with time, looks up. Jeff Simmons with the catch. Looks like he's at the 31-yard line. That was a great roll-up by Rue. He felt the pressure there, decided to leave the pocket, caught Simmons on the throw. Great job of the Tigers there.
Great awareness by Simmons, knowing that all the defenders were around him to just step out of bounds.
So Rue under center for a 3rd time. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking deep for Cook Graham. Gets him on the catch. He's not going down. Finally goes down at the 15-yard line. What a reception by Reggie Cook Graham.
Well, in that one-on-one coverage, beat and make a better throw. But now it comes in the punt team for their first punt of the night.
Luke Etchison is out there for the punt, as it's going to be a big opportunity to try and flip the field position back in their favor again. Remember, it was a big bounce for the LCC punt. Hutchison gets a bad snap. He's able to get it off right before he was blocked. And it takes a decent roll for the goal.
Or no. No, Hobson is back.
Hobson is back.
Hobson's back. Yeah.
He's got trips left, and Nige behind him. He fakes it and he passes it. And Ben Boysen looks like the same play, but
play
flipped.
on the other side. Yeah.
Good gain there, about 5 yards. 3rd and 5, 3rd and manageable.
Yeah.
We're just taking what the defense gives us at this point.
Yep, and we haven't really opened the playbook very much yet either. It's been a lot of the same plays.
Yeah. Not revealing too much early. Got Nathan Wolf there as the H-back, and Nige behind Hobson taking the snap, and hands it off to Nige for a gain of about 3 yards, but it is not enough. So it's going to bring up another 4th and about 2 or 3.
And it's all been going the Eagles' way, especially in Colton Brown's running the ball.
How
He
about
gets
Colton
3.
Brown? Picked up another 3 yards there.
That was something the coaches were telling us earlier. He's playing quiet off the field, but his confidence couldn't be higher on the field.
Yeah, I interviewed him, and I tell you, it was a very interesting because he's very.
I think here you got 2 options on offense. Either A, run the ball, or B, try to throw fade to Jeffrey Simmons. Because Simmons, you got one-on-one on the outside.
When you put Jeff Simmons up against a cornerback, it's deadly combination. So Rue under center, looking to pass to Jeff Simmons like you just said, gets the catch. What a touchdown by Jeff Simmons. Jumps up, makes the grab right over the defender's head, and that's that basketball background coming in. What a jump on that guy. Great job by Rue too. He threw that exact pass, and the game against North Central, just this time on the left, hits Simmons on the jump. So now Phillips for the PAT.
And that's going to be offsides.
So it looks like Pike jumped the gun, but there's discussion on which team went first.
False start.
And that is a false start on the Tigers.
So after missing that first extra point, do you think Phillips has a little extra pressure on him here?
So now Phillips to kick this. And the kick is good this time. Jack Phillips with the extra point. As that makes the score 13-0 with about 2 minutes.
And I repeat, wide open.
Welcome back to Game Day. I'm Brad Silbert. Fisher's Tigers having no trouble tonight so far with the Pike Red Devils. 2:12 remaining in the first quarter. They're already out to a 14-0 lead. 13. They didn't make the extra point? Not the first one. Oh, I thought they had made the extra point. My mistake. Correction, 13-0 in favor of the Tigers in the first quarter at Pike. Great start for Rick Wimmer's team. Other games going on, no score between Lafayette Central Catholic and Guerin. Hamilton Southeastern still ahead of North Central 6-0. And Heritage Christian up on Shenandoah 7-0. Like to remind you that all of these games are available for you to watch tonight directly if you'd like to watch them directly. You can go to www.hctv1.com and watch. Let's go back to the action.
Well, as bad as the North Central offense has been, the Royals offense hasn't really done anything with it either, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get something going on this drive.
Got that one first down. Our points from that defensive play, pick 6, Michael Cherry, but let's see if the offense can move the ball here. An immediate rollout right, but defense was ready for it, and they're just going to take the sack. Yeah.
Tackled in the backfield.
Milton has a man. It's caught. It's juked, and it's a touchdown. Reed Gehrig, his second touchdown of the year, second touchdown of the game, and it is 13-0 Eagles of Heritage Christian.
Pretty good first quarter, don't you think?
I don't know if you could draw this any better if you're a Heritage Christian. You're up 13-0, looking to go 14. Here's the replay.
Look at the flat. He's wide open to flat. Did the little juke here. Whoop. Nice move.
That's tough. If you're the safety, you have one player coming full speed.
What do I do?
Oh, man. I'm in trouble. Caleb King waits. Brown the hold. Perfect snap this time. It's up. And it floats on through. It's 14-0 Heritage Christian on Indiana SRN. We are always in the game.
10. First chance to get inside the red zone for either team, I believe, and that's a break LCC needs desperately.
They needed it desperately, as now it's the first time one of these two teams is even knocking on the red zone. Just right outside of the 20 is where the first down and 10. Still waiting to hear what the penalty call was. I believe it was just a sideline warning, trying to get the LCC squad back.
It is way too quiet here, Brent.
Very much so.
They need to play to get their crowd back in it, like the interception they had earlier, and capitalize on that.
So the biggest gain of the night, another muff punt. This time it'll be shotgun for Barrett. Looking right, throwing right into the end zone, high and over his intended receiver. That would have been a good catch by Reese Boucher.
Boucher, yeah. He kind of got, was it Sutton back there with him, 31? No? Is Hitchcock maybe? Daniel Road, I apologize. Yeah, he kind of stopped and bid on that fake, and Bushy got behind him. A good throw would have been 6 points on the scoreboard.
So far, it's been throws for the young sophomore Clark Barrett, but he's had a lot of opportunities. Second down and 10. 3 receivers far side, looking right instead. This time it is a pitch and a catch. A reception for Reese Bucci, and it's going to be into the red zone, down to about the 14-yard line. And now it brings up a third down at about 3.
Nice job there by Semler to hold him to where he caught the ball for no extra yardage there.
Delay now is minute 50 remaining here in this open quarter. Still 0-0. Neither offense is getting anything going. Trying to capitalize off the turnover again is Barrett in the shotgun. Flanked on the right side is Munn. He's going to be a hold and a carry up the middle, across and all the way down to about the 2-3 yard line. That's a big gain. I don't know if that was a designed quarterback run or if it was somewhat of a big-time pressure's coming, I got to make a move.
I think that's what it was, and somehow he got away from the pressure. It was almost as like he went invisible there for a moment and missed and made the man miss, and a big gain right there for Clark Barrett, the 6'5" sophomore quarterback.
Barrett now again has Munn in the backfield with him, off to the left side. It'll be a handoff to Munn, and he has stood up, spun around, and taken down. Big-time play by the defense.
First contact there by, it looked like 57, Alex Temmet there with the initial contact, stood him up, let other guys come in and clean up the mess. Second and goal now. Tremay, excuse me, Alex Tremay.
In the shotgun again. Now it's going to be a play-action fake, rolling to the right side, throwing it into the end zone, tipped and incomplete. A big-time play there on the defense, knocking it out of his hands by way of a tackle, Daniel Rhodes.
And the throw, where was the throw again?
Up the middle, number 20, Williams. So now second down for the Red Devils.
This might be the last play of the first quarter.
Yes, this will be the last play of the first quarter with about 5 seconds left. And the Red Devils trying to get the Tigers to jump. Blitz comes. Seidella goes down for a loss of almost 10 on the play.
That was an interesting decision to call that play there with the clock running out, because where the play clock was, they could have just let the quarter end, but instead they'll take a sack and leave an injured Tiger.
That looks like.
Thank you, Kyle, for giving me the heads up there. Nice shot at the gap.
2nd and 16 for Shenandoah, way behind the chains, exactly where you don't want to be if you're a running-based team like the Raiders. But they're going to have to make do. In the gun, Goff. Here comes the blitz. Lowry almost got there. It's wobbling. It's almost caught. It's pass interference most likely.
Easy call.
That's a tough one for the defensive back. It's an easy one to draw if you're the receiver. The ball hangs up there for so long, you just have to move into the defender, and then Henderson was face guarding and did all sorts of things wrong.
Yeah, I think one of the things you probably could do there is just try to bat the ball down, but he hit him definitely. So this is going to be a 15-yard penalty. And it will be 2nd down once again. It is not an automatic first down in high school football.
It just depends on where it's spot.
That's down, and the first strike in tonight's game is going to be a touchdown by way of the air for Lafayette Central Catholic. The extra point is straight through the uprights, and it's going to be a quick 7-0 lead for the visitors, the Knights of Lafayette Central.
Down marker. We'll go with the 1st and 10. Goff will be under center. The Raiders looking to get onto the Eagles side of the field for the first time. Miscommunication, Justin Hummel swarmed, and down he goes.
That's when you go, you take the ball. No, you take the ball.
That did not work out.
No.
Goff zigged, Hummel zagged, and they moved backwards, and now Shenandoah has negative rushing yards for the game. -5. Hummel is getting the brunt of it. 2 carries, -9 feet.
Yeah, 2nd down, 15.
So it looks like the red.
It is going to be a 3rd and short.
And the kick is low, but still goes in. The field goal is good. Zach Smith on the kick, making the score now 13-3. Fisher's leading.
Munchner. Harry Abel there just drew him off sides, and it's going to be a free 1st down. A little bit of a "you can't do that" chant, and they're right. You cannot do that.
No.
Wow, they called it a false start.
Well, that one might be reviewable, but as a 4-yard touchdown pass to Bushi from Barrett for the initial score here with 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. Somebody's finally on the scoreboard, but it has not been pretty so far, Brent.
Yeah, the great field position put on by another muff punt. So we'll see if now it can be a big-time response for Guerin Catholic. Snap and the handoff to play action. Rolling right, and it's going to be a tuck-in. Good elusiveness, taking it on the far sideline. Kellogg gets knocked out of bounds, but a big chunk, a good chunk gain. And that's just what this team might need to do, just simple gains and try and build something instead of going for something big every single play.
Look at a good play there, roll out, quarterback decides to run it. The big play on LCC's drive was the
well, more than that now, 932 yards. He enters the game with 17 touchdowns, 3 short of the 20 mark, which is
phenomenal.
Phenomenal in Indiana high school football. Really anywhere. Milton gives to Brown, looks for touchdown number 2, and delivers.
Wow.
20-0 Heritage Christian.
Heritage Christian's making a statement tonight. I think they may get some points, some ranking this week.
Because they haven't gotten any love so far.
No, they have not.
Really. Shenandoah started out in the top 10. They were 10th, fell out of it after the Cecina game. Here's the replay of the touchdown run.
Just nice blocking downfield.
He's almost like a slalom skier. He's hitting those moguls, slipping through. Here's Caleb King looking for extra point number 3 of this game. It's up and it's blocked, and it's into the end zone, and that is the first missed extra point by.
They had an article this week where they even admitted that he's the greatest of all time.
Admitted.
Well, not admitted, but they recognized him as the greatest.
There we go.
Across the 20, and he stays on his feet and gallops inside of the 10-yard line. That is the Bumgarner that we have been hearing about.
You're just looking for that one play where he could break through that first wall of defense, got into the secondary, little stiff arm there on the DB Roach, carried him for a little bit. Now,
Couple scoring updates for you over at Carmel in the second quarter. It is now the Carmel Greyhounds over the Noblesville Millers, 9-0. And, well, we've got a lot of action going on here on game day. All 4 of our games in the scoring column now, with Fishers ahead of Pike, 13-3. Guerin and Lafayette Central Catholic going for the Bishop's Cup at 7-0. Hamilton Southeastern and North Central 6-0. And Heritage Christian, probably the surprise game of the night, over Shenandoah 20-0. Let's go back to the action from Guerin.
Work for the purple and gold.
And get that running game going. A couple of scores. End of 1, Southport up 13-0 on Perry Meridian. End of 1, Heritage Christian up on Shenandoah 14-0. The family of networks, Brent.
Well, the family of networks. Indiana
Gotta
Sports.
love it.
Right here now. And second down and goal. Stay from the 3-yard line.
Look at that camera. That is so cool, having it right there at the goal line.
Hero cam is what we call it. What a hero out there. And the handout to Bumgarner. Finds the crease on the right side and breaks the plane for the ever-important response for the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles.
Huge response, Brent. That's exactly what you needed after they got on the board first, is a response to stick in the end zone. Now you're back square. Now it's time to start flexing your muscles and showing them what you're made of as a 3A squad.
A chance to tack on the extra point. Not this one at 7 apiece. Out there for the hold is Christian Gelov, the quarterback. Kicker is Luke Etchison, and then offsides is called. You know, offsides be half the distance to the goal.
Do you go for 2?
It's an interesting decision, as it looks like they're setting up. Half the distance to the goal would put it right at the 1.5-yard line. You bring back the offense. You take out Etchison. You take out Nathan Fancher. And we'll see what happens. Time to see if they can continue the strength of the run up the middle as they've had all drive.
You know, what was huge there is the fullback opening some holes there for Baumgartner as well. Let's see what happens here.
And off the left side, lowering his shoulder across the goal line for a 2-point conversion. And the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles take the lead.
Gets Nick Leith in stride, looking. Finally goes out of bounds around the 8-yard line. So that's good for a Tigers first down.
Here's an update from Carmel, another score for the Greyhounds. They're out in front of the Millers 16-0 now. And looking in on the Fishers Pike game, the Tigers just about down there at the 10-yard line. I don't know if that's a first and goal or they can get another first down, but the Tigers are moving the ball. We'll go back to that game.
Under center, takes a snap, flush out of the pocket. tries to throw the ball out of bounds, and there is a flag on the play.
This might be intentional grounding. See what the call is.
So now the official is discussing what the penalty's about.
Offensive holding on Fishers, so that'll back him up 10 from the previous spot.
So now
big number 57, Cam Schrum, right in the middle of the defensive unit now for Columbus East. Third down. Hand off in the backfield, in for the touchdown for 3 yards out.
Yep. Little ISO play. This has to be the center and the guards doing their job, and indeed they do. And he, for the most part, just walks right in. So, you know, Bank, a really good team takes a turnover and punches a score in, and that's exactly what North does here.
So now the point after attempt by Carter Ward. He is 3 for 3 so far, second 4 for 4 in the season. Point after is up, and it is good.
And that call actually was on Fishers.
Looked like the linebacker might have gotten the line to flinch, and that's what they called.
So now the Tigers 25 yards away from the end zone. Rue in the shotgun.
Off and Shenandoah. This one almost blown up the backfield. Surface, though, is run down by Harrison Waltz.
How about Waltz? He went from
Fumbled. Scally gets it back. Pulled down by his jersey.
That play looked very similar to some of the Ravens' fumbles with Lamar Jackson late in the season last year after he replaced Joe Flacco. They had a bunch of problems on the snaps and the exchanges.
Yeah, but great.
It's either big play or nothing. 2nd and 13 for Shenandoah. Looking to get outside is the Raiders.
Whoa!
Not allowing it, Ethan Lowry.
Lowry shaking his head.
Goes down, has to dive on it.
That is the third bad snap of this drive. I think the QB, Marcus, and the center need to work on the snaps because it has not been clean on this drive.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of high snaps today from the Tigers offense.
It's like a soap opera.
Now looking to pass. Geloff goes for it all. McGinnis hauls in the reception. Had the step and was able to haul it in over Kai Strader. And after the turnover, a big-time strike for the score.
Boy, you know what? That's a great call by Dilly. You got the turnover. Play one. Go deep and see what you got. McGinnis got by him, and that is a great pass by Geloff.
And also, another interesting thing to think about is maybe if a timeout wasn't taken by the LCC Knights, maybe they decide, okay, let's try and continue to run the football that we've done so well. Quick timeout taken. Talk about it a little bit more, and you're able to throw it out there. Now, the extra point is through the uprights, and just like that, Huron Catholic takes the lead. Extends the lead, 15-7.
If they try to get him jumping first, and either if it's 3 yards is a long way to go on a run play.
Really is.
You know, Sean, David is looking on the sidelines, and you see Huron Catholic with a little amped up, a little dancing, a little jiving, and you look on the far side, LCC just completely stoic, completely just standing there, no true excitement.
Brent, I'm the body language doctor. Don't take my role. All right. I know you're good at it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
thank you. We'll leave it at that. Out to kick it off is
The sun looking to get some extra life in here tonight.
I enjoy it. It's a quick try, and trying is about all that Mr. Sun can do. Peeking through. Etchison, right boot, short.
Oh, that's real short.
Short, and a bounce that goes, wow, straight to the running hands and hitting a wall. Just a complete wall. And taken down after good field position. And most importantly, Sean, no fumble.
He held on to the football. That's a big deal. Hey, midway through the second quarter, New Pal 7, Center Grove 3. That is not what I expected, to be completely honest with you.
That'll be a score we'll continue to track. As the game is not over yet, Sean.
That is true.
It's all around the state, including this one, 9:09. 9:09.
Finally comes to a stop around the 6-yard line. And there's a flag on the play. I'm interested to see what this.
And he is upset, but nevertheless, the Royals are going to take over on downs.
Yeah, I was talking about the play action pass. It even fooled me, even though I already talked about it. Yeah, the Royals.
Is the pressure getting to him as a sophomore?
Right. You would have to imagine. First game, you're on the road, semi-hostile environment. The crowd is really starting to get into it.
Yeah.
A little momentum on their side. Throws might become a little bit too high, a little bit too short this time right side, and it is a little too short, but it's hauled in. A great fingertip catch this time by Reese Bucci, and you can really start to see Bucci is definitely the go-to target for quarterback Clark Barrett.
He's the comfort blanket for Barrett there, which is huge. So, hey, Warren Central and Louisville of Kentucky, Trinity of Kentucky, 0-0 at the end of one.
Yeah, you got to give a quick shout-out to those Louisville schools. Really good talent down there. Now a little bit of a jailbreak screen on the right side and breaking the tackle. A huge play on the far right side. See if we can get a number. Again,
guess who?
It's Bucci. Reese Bucci.
The yard line. There is that defensive back star that we've seen against North Central. Colin Shelton with the interception. Great play by the Tigers defense.
That was great secondary awareness there by the Tigers. And once again, interceptions. We talked about this. We saw 6 of them last week. They're keeping it going. That's their 7th of the season.
The cornerbacks and the safeties for the Tigers are so good this year. The skill and the amount of talent that the Tigers have in that defensive area is just so high. So now here comes
Hobson did not see him at all.
He threw it to the wrong jersey, wrong player, but yeah, that's unfortunate. He was under pressure and he kind of rushed it, and pick 6 the other way. The band was doing some spinning music playing going, or they were doing that, and maybe that sparked a good play by the Panther defense. So,
Penning this extra point.
Yeah, this could give North Central the lead after the Royal defense has done a great job stopping them. But the HC offense, this has not been an ideal start for them at all.
Hold is good, and the kick is good. So it is going to be 7-6 North Central.
That changes the feel of things.
That does.
But no call as Sean Kim goes down after a gain of about 5 on the play.
And remember, the Tigers are without Matt Noble. He's out with that knee injury, so you're going to see some running backs you might not have seen before.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of reps from Sean Kim.
To try and insert nice a big cut back, and nothing but green in front of him, and it'll be another touchdown for LCC. This time, the catch and run by Daniel Roach, who was another player that we highlighted pregame.
That is what they needed an answer. Do they go for 2 now, or do they kick the extra point?
This early in the game, it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit.
Great little move after the catch. Little juke and jive. Got the guy, on the ice, the defensive guy for Guerin Catholic on skates. Got loose into the end zone.
Joaquin Gallo out there. As you see the snap. It's good. Hold great. The kick is through the uprights. So after that, a big-time response by LCC. Garrett Catholic gets the ball next, 15-14.
Off to Sean Kim, breaks the tackle, forces his way up. A gain of about 3 on the play. And I thought Kim was going to go down as soon as that Red Devil defender jumped through. Nice juke move by Sean Kim. So now Rue under center. Takes the snap. Fake handoff. Looks to pass. It's a tight end in motion. He dives forward for the touchdown. And it's good. Tigers touchdown.
Once again, time after time, we see Jeffrey Simmons getting those touchdown receptions. His height definitely helps him a lot in that area.
That was Caleb Gates on the touchdown. Great job by Rue. So now let's take a look at that replay. Rue fakes the handoff. Great job by Sean Kim to sell it. Looks to Caleb Gates, and he has to dive forward. Gets it in the end zone. Great job by the Tigers. So now Phillips to kick for the PAT. That one's up, and it's good. So now Tigers lead the Red.
Goff lets it fly. In trouble, Surface. He's tied up, and here comes the flag. The referees in bright blue on this near sideline.
Yeah. Welcome back to game day. Lots of scoring going on tonight. As you just saw, the Fishers Tigers just scored against the Pike Red Devils. They're ahead 20-3 now. North Central has taken a 1-point lead over Hamilton Southeastern, 7-6 late in the second quarter. Lots of second quarter scoring going on at Guerin Catholic with both teams scoring. It's now 15-14 with about 7 minutes remaining in the half. Other scores from the area at Carmel, it's the Greyhounds 16, the Millers nothing. And from Decatur Central, the Westfield Shamrocks are out ahead against Decatur Central, 21-0. Let's go back to Heritage Christian.
Less penalties than your opponent, and that's not happening for Shenandoah tonight.
E on the announcer. It's actually just one. That's the only penalty of the game for Heritage Christian.
Is that right?
Yeah, they've been very clean on most facets, but there's one giving Shenandoah a first down with 3:10 to go. And motion Surface.
Misdirection.
He will have the carry, trying to get outside, and another flag comes in. Right on the crossbar of the H at midfield. And we'll see, former official. What do you think it was?
Another holding call.
This one is against Shenandoah.
Boy, that's a tough play because the ball was going the opposite side. But now you go back 10 yards. It's still going to be first down, and now it's going to be 10 and 20, first and 20.
That is the 5th penalty on Shenandoah for 35, 53 yards. They got the first 4 penalties of the game and just got the last one.
This is a shameless plug, but we might as well plug them. If you like to throw a flag on Friday nights, we're looking for officials in the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Contact Sandra Walters at the ISHA office.
And that can be you throwing that flag.
You betcha. We need good officials.
Goff in trouble. Oh, boom! Oh, man, Harrison Waltz. Wow. That was a moment of indecision by Tanner Goff, and it went very poorly for number 7.
How about Harrison Watts? 6'3", 180. Watch this. He shot the gap, shoots the gap right there, and just, we call that a pancake in the game.
Man. Sometimes they say you never saw it coming. He saw that. He saw it coming, and it was just nothing Goff could do. Waltz, who's had an excellent game so far, he just had a beat on him and took him down.
Second down and a bunch.
Very, very long distance. It says 20 on the scoreboard. That's not accurate. And here's the timeout, the first of the game from Shenandoah. We're going to take it to Heritage Christian leads 20-0 on the scoreboard on Indiana SRN. We're always in the game.
Burtner Electric Incorporated.
There's a really good offensive lineman played last year as I helped coach him, as long as another great coach, L.H. Bond, who was the offensive line.
I definitely hear you, but also think about Bumgarner. Very north-south runner.
True. But he did show some speed, though, on that one where he broke away.
He did. Now out of the shotgun, Gelov trying to find McGinnis again, and a great back shoulder pass and catch. And the trusty wide receiver, McGinnis, hauls in another one.
Not only is McGinnis a great receiver at 6'3", he adjusted to the football, and the DB did not get his head turned around in time. Advantage McGinnis, and that's why he got that big play.
Sean, I want your thoughts on this back shoulder pass. Every quarterback, that's one of their favorite passes these days.
Yeah, I think what he wanted there was to catch him deep and keep him going down the sideline. But if you can't get that, let the receiver adjust to it. Let him adjust to your pass as opposed to the defensive back.
Gelov under center now. Handoff again right side. And this time it's going to be Bumgarner. Another good gain on first down.
You know what I like about it too is as he's moving inside between the tackles, he's moving around and going inside. He's protecting the football. He does a great job cradling the football and using his other arm to keep guys away so that there are no fumbles. You got to love that in a running back of that caliber.
Now that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. They are taking some time off the clock here, so being very, very decisive with what they do.
Methodical.
Wow.
I've watched Chris Collinsworth a couple times.
Dug into your thesaurus thing. Now handoff up the middle again, and this time it is staying on his feet. Close to another first down. Gus Bumgarner. They're going to give it to him. First down and 10. And now back into the red zone.
Well, when you've lived 60 years like you said I have, I've heard a few words in my day.
Wow, okay. I like that. I'll expand my vocab as I continue to grow.
You know what I like, too, is these passes to McGinnis now are keeping the DBs honest for LCC, which is allowing Baumgartner to get more space once he gets past that first wave.
First play inside of the red zone on this drive from the 18-yard line. Gelov. Play action fake has his receiver wide open, and it is the tight end McGreal who lowers his shoulder and picks up a little extra yardage all the way down to, it looks like, right at about the 11-yard line. So another big chunk.
Great play action call. You've been going Baumgartner up the middle, or you've been going to the right side with McGinnis. Little play action, dipsy-do, as you would say in basketball. McGreal was wide open, gets good chunky yardage, so now you can go back to your horse and Baumgartner.
A little bit of a chess match out there for Coach Dilly right now.
Love it.
2nd down and 3. They're going to call it 4 on the scoreboard. It'll be a snap and a handoff left side. This time it's going to be Gus Bumgarner getting the first down, and it'll be a chance for another first down and goal. This time, Garen Catholic looking to respond. It's been a game of responding, a game of redemption, and right now Golden Eagles a chance.
So they're 7-yard line? Do you run it 3 times to keep milking that clock? You got about
DeAndre about the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
That was a very good throw there under pressure. Good catch, DeAndre Rhodes, and we are set up at the 1-yard line. And it looks like HSC.
If you do decide to throw the football and it gets intercepted, we saw it last night in that Cincinnati-UCLA game. I formation.
I brought in Cohen, you brought in UC. There we go.
Deep back is going to be Bumgarner. Off to the left side, cuts it back over the middle, stays on his feet, and he is going to roll into the end zone.
I'm telling you, man, keep those legs churning.
Run this down. Takes a snap, hands off to Nijay, and he is in for a touchdown, Royals. So it is going to be 12-7. 13 pending the extra point.
What that is, keep those legs turning. Got some push from his offensive lineman there at the end. Keep moving forward. The motion doesn't stop. Refs can't blow the whistle. Next thing you know, you're in the end zone.
Atchison on for the extra point. What a run. As snap. It's good. Hold great. Kick is through the uprights. And just like that.
The Royals. And it's always a question with our kicking game right now. See if they can make the PAT.
And it is good.
Good.
So it's going to be 13-7. 45 seconds left in the first half. Big drive there for the Royals. a couple big plays. Yep, ended up in the score.
Is able to catch it, falling down at the 11. The clock running, 45 seconds.
Shenandoah only has one timeout left, if I'm correct, and they've called their last one with 43.2 seconds to go, first half.
Did they have one or two?
You get 3 a game.
Yeah, but did they have two? Is that the second one or the third? I don't know.
I didn't write it down. Sorry.
That's okay.
Our stat guy probably might know.
He probably knows, but he's on the complete. He's about 1,500 yards away.
Hey,
press box.
you know, we got to go do our Aspen Creek Grill trivia question.
Oh, we do. Producer Riley, fire that one off. Aspen Creek Grill is wonderful, by the way.
You know, football.
There it is.
Football season starting for the NFL next week, and who was the first head coach of the NFL?
Stuffed up after a gain of about 3 or 4. So now 3 receivers on the left side for the Red Devils. Seidello looks back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, looking for someone to throw. Lays it downfield. And that one is caught. That was number 13, Elijah McLaughlin. Look at that play again. So now Seidella, low snap, tackled for a loss of about 10 on the play.
Continues to find ways to get around the edges. East has got to contain.
East was ranked number 10 by the Associated Press and 9 by the football coaches in the preseason. The current ranking has AP and football coaches agreeing they've got them ranked 8th in the state, but right now they are down 28-13.
Well, North is wearing this defense down. The East defense have been on here a long time.
Dancing inside, and when you start dancing, you're probably not going to get much yardage. Watch this again. This is up and coming right here. Now there's nowhere to go.
Yep.
And boom, he's hit.
It's almost as if he let him catch it.
It looked almost as if Onken was kind of boxing out as in basketball.
Like he almost tried to fair catch the thing.
You know, just
they're playing off from really deep. You can see.
It's a high pass.
Very.
And another quick play here over the middle. It's a bit too high, and the ball's incomplete.
It's 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
North taking all kinds of time here.
And the handoff in the backfield again to Huffman. Huffman over the right
Look
side.
at this.
Huffman breaks
Look
through.
at
He's gone from 32 yards out.
My goodness. Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 orange, make it 5 touching, but
unlikely.
He's going to be good as a senior. He really is.
It's time to play action fake. Barrett rolling right, has his man too high. And that, you know, he's strung together some good passes, but that pass was a little bit more indicative of how he began the game.
Yeah, but as he matures and gets more playing time, he'll get a better feel for those kind of passes, and he'll make better.
To say the least, that young man has been impressive here in the first half.
It is up and it is good. So the clock showing 1:51 to go in the first half, and it's now a 35-13 ball game. And
so now a long kick for the Red Devils.
Kind of surprised.
Has about a 50-yard kick here.
I'm kind of surprised Fisher doesn't have anyone back there as a possible returner in case this goes short.
So now the kick is low. That one is no good. Now there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be possibly a late hit.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be roughing the kicker. But with no time left, don't they get an untimed down?
Man, if that thing stung me, we'd have to put the wizard on the ones and twos. 3rd down and 10. It's a big-time play. It's your frustrating to be. Rolling out to the right side. It's almost taken down. Barrett gets out of it. Fires it high. And caught from the touchdown.
Wow, what a play by Barrett. He was dead to rights in the backfield, got away, and got it up there. Was that Munkin or was that?
Yes, that was Munn.
Munn, okay. Onken or Munn. Wow, what a play by the sophomore.
A big-time play there. As you mentioned, it was the best, arguably one of the best defenders for Guerin Catholic. Having him in the backfield, it was Tom Huxon could not bring him down. Big-time play.
3 touchdown passes by the sophomore to 3 different guys.
And this time, the extra point is through the uprights. And just like that, 1:47 left in the half, is 22-21. Guerin up.
If you're Fishers, do you try to ice them?
Let's see here. So now, the snap, low snap. That one is good for the Red Devils. That brings the score to 20 for the Tigers, 6 for Pike. As we're going to take a quick break here on the Fisher Sports Network.
317-3.
But the clock now running back under a minute. Didn't get out of bounds.
Yep, there's don't seem to be any panic for East right now. They want to get the first down and stop that clock, and they get that and more inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Now the clock will stop with the chains.
Again, McDonald, the ball carrier.
Just a little play up the middle, right over the center. Just straight up, heads blocking. Well, if you're East now, Bake, you smell the end zone. You got to get there.
Gilly firing. Got a receiver. It is incomplete.
My. That was close. Back was
to another situation, Sean, where when a play breaks down like that, where you think it's going to be a sack, it's all advantage offense once the quarterback's able to break through.
Yes.
First down and 10 from the 40. They got to move quick. Minute 41 left, and it's Gelov in the shotgun. No one in the backfield with him. It's going to be a run the entire time, and a big-time draw off the right side, and good, smart, senior leader play running out of bounds to stop the clock.
What a great call. Oh, wait, and just like that, we have an update. Halftime, 21-21, Southport Perry Meridian.
Do you say like a da-na-na, like a
no,
like
no, we don't do that.
Okay. I do if it's a big play.
By the way,
First down and 10.
If you're looking to find scores on Twitter, @Gridiron Digest is a great one to follow.
Okay.
They give Indian SRN some love. @Indian SRN, by the way, is our Twitter handle.
Say it again.
@Indian SRN.
First down and
McGinnis.
10. Sky your right side. McGinnis! What a catch! What a catch! He put out the paws and he hauled it in like he was wearing stick-up.
McGinnis is something else, let me tell you. He loves the right sideline, that's for sure. And just dropped in like a dime there by Geloff, but what a grab. And that was, those gloves helped him out a lot. I think Odell may have blessed those, Odell Beckham Jr., because, man, he went up and they just stuck to his hands.
It'll be a first down and 10 with the clock still ticking. Minute 20 left in the opening half. Geloff with the counter play, right side, and staying on his feet. Another good game. This one will let the clock run down a little bit more. Sean, let's see this shoestring fingertip catch.
Brought down by number 17, Isaac Switzer.
As you can see, that's the excitement he had afterwards.
I love the matte helmets, you know, being the uniform nerd that I am.
Right up the gut again, lowering his shoulder near the first down line. Shot, let's take a look.
Here it is. Oh, we got the great camera angle. Look at him breaking behind, up, and just perfect reach there to grab it and come down with it. You can see the LCC defender just exasperated as Baumgartner cutting back up the middle, close.
As you mentioned, exasperated. I'm exasperated as well. That was a great run again. Takes up the first down and gives the opportunity for Garrett Catholics to completely milk the clock as much as they so please.
First and goal from the 1.
QB sneak, and they fumbled it. Oh, they're going to say it's a false start. Ooh, that is a tough play. False start will be called against the offense. And instead of having it first down and goal from the 1 yard line, it'll be first and goal from the 6.
But here's the positive. Guerin has all 3 timeouts left. LCC has none. So you still have the option of running the football here, and you got your timeouts in your back pocket to use to set some other things up.
Sean Stradamus, are you thinking a run here?
I am. I really am. Oh, and there's the first one called.
They want to talk about it. 19 seconds remaining here in the opening half. 22-21 will be right. Oh, we're going to keep it right here, Sean. Halftime, we're going to have a special guest that you chose for us. I'm so excited to have him on, and we can chat about Guerin Catholic sports.
Yeah, I know. I went down to talk to Ryan Davis because you told me you had talked to him, and we were going to have the athletic director for Guerin Catholic on. Yeah. And he was surprised. He's like, wait, Brent never contacted me. So he actually had previous engagements. So we're gonna have to find someone.
See, after texting Ryan Davis, he told me that the previous engagements came up just recently. But let's talk about this. First down and 6, first down and goal. 19 seconds remaining here on the clock in the first half.
I honestly
use the timeout there.
I think they're going to run it. I really do. I think they may line up in a spread set here, and then they may run Baumgartner in motion, hand it off to him, see what they can do.
And that was a good look as
for
far
someone
as
who never actually played football. That was pretty good analysis there, right?
I mean, you've watched it enough, right?
Oh, trust me, I've watched it plenty.
Man.
Yeah, I know a good college football web reporter we could talk to at halftime.
Okay.
Oh, he's in the backfield, so that's a running formation.
Baumgartner again out there, as he is going to be getting man in motion right to left. And another stoppage and play. The flag will be thrown, and it will be a false start again. So they push it back 5 more yards.
See, I felt like the way they were lining up, that was going to be a play action. You're feeling some? Is that going to stay now that they're further back? I'm not sure they're going to go play action now. They may just try and go. Watch for McGinnis here. See if they do something with him.
First and goal. They were on the 1 yard line, all the way back to the 11 now. There's 19 seconds left, so you can still go with a run if you so please.
And still 2 timeouts. I'm liking the play action here.
In the shotgun, Galloff takes a snap and fakes the pitch and tries to cut it off to the right side.
No, didn't like that call at all.
And a quick timeout is taken.
Should
now
have pitched
13 seconds left. As you mentioned, the pitch was open on the far side.
I understand what they were trying to do to try to get everybody to kind of key on Baumgartner, but great job there by the LCC defense staying in their lanes, staying with their assignments, and causing a minimal gain. And now you've got 2nd and 10, 13 seconds. You only have 1 timeout left, so you're probably going to put the ball in the air, correct?
With 2nd and 10, I mean, maybe one more run, just the typical Gus Baumgartner right up the gut, and bring it up. If he doesn't pick up enough for the touchdown, you're going to set yourself up with 2nd down and about, a 3rd and maybe 5 for the touchdown.
Some other Circle City Conference scores. Chittard up on Northwood 41-6 in halftime. Brebeuf up on Tech 20-0 in the 2nd quarter, almost halftime. Western Boone over Western 27-14 at half. I know that's not Circle City, but
Weibo.
Yeah.
2nd down and goal. 10-yard line. Shotgun snap. It's going to be a handoff. Left side to Bumgarner. Has some space. And a stiff arm over the shoulder for the touchdown.
There was the wide. He got a little bit of a seal and just raced to the pylon.
It was a race, as you mentioned, to the pylon, and he layered the boom instead of accepting it and was able to stumble into the end zone. And Gus Bumgarner, he just continues to do it, Sean.
Third touchdown on the evening, Brent. He's well on his way to having a fantastic game. Can't wait to get those halftime stats to see what his numbers are.
It's going to be 28-21. Quick extra point. And it is through the uprights. It's going to make it 28-21. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, another quick update. Here's a surprise. Danville tied with Mooresville at half, 7-7. Mooresville second or third, I believe, in Class 4A.
Yes. Big time team. Had a great team last year. Look to continue. We're going to take you through the final seconds and into halftime here on Indiana Sports Radio Network. It was 29-21.
We've had a ton of scoring here in the second quarter.
Sean. Watch this.
Yeah. Once he gets outside and they get that seal in the corner, he's going to just make a beeline for the pylon. So in comes the receiver, helps get the seal, and he sees it, and there he goes. Outruns Switzer, and bingo.
A big-time hit was put on there at the end of the play by Daniel Roach. But instead of, taking the hit and falling backwards, he went into the hit and was able to fall forward. It's a big-time carry, and that just shows why this coaching staff, this team, this school, this community really sees a lot out of Gus Bumgarner.
4 touchdowns in the second quarter for Guerin Catholic and 2 for Lafayette Central Catholic. The second quarter has been like a slot machine. It just keeps going.
Yeah, people say a tale of 2 halves. How about a tale of 2 quarters?
That is true. Sounds like the same thing's happening at Covenant Christian Traders Point.
Low kick, a little bit of a weeble wobbler is going to be picked up and taken off to the right side. And taken down. They're going to run the clock out, and that'll be the end of the first half. And Sean, as you mentioned, it was a bit of a score fest as both sides were able.
There you go. Welcome back to Game Day. I'm Brad Silbert. An exciting first half of football here in Central Indiana tonight. Lots of scoring. Got lots of scores here for you. Let's run down what we have so far. At halftime, it's Fishers over Pike 20-6. Hamilton Southeastern over North Central 13-7. Over at Guerin, it's the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles over Lafayette Central Catholic 29-21. At Heritage Christian, the Eagles are flying over the Shenandoah 20-0, and they're just about ready to start the second half there. At Carmel, the latest score we have is Carmel leading the Noblesville Millers 16-0. Westfield down in Decatur Central territory tonight. They are ahead 23-0. Up at Hamilton Heights, North Montgomery taking care of business up there against the Huskies at 22-7 in the first half, in the second quarter. And over at Sheridan, it is Clinton Central 21, Sheridan 7. And in other HCC action tonight of interest, Avon is leading Ben Davis 3-0. A couple of other scores from the area. Pendleton Heights over Anderson 14-3. Tipton over Elwood 13-6. Tonight we're going to be highlighting a lot of games here on IHSAA TV and Indiana SRN. We have student broadcasts from Hamilton Southeastern High School and Fishers High School. When we get back to the action, Game 1 will be Shenandoah at Heritage Christian. Game 2 will be Hamilton Southeastern at North Central. Game 3 will be Fishers at Pike. And Game 4 will be, Pike at Fishers is game number 4. And who did I skip? I skipped Lafayette Central Catholic in Guerin, our game number 3. We'll also be giving you some bonus coverage tonight from Columbus East, where Columbus East and Columbus North are fighting for bragging rights down there on the IHSAA television network. We'll also have additional games at IHSAA TV network. At the bottom of the screen, you can watch them at www.ihsaatv.org. And any of the games that we have on the screen, if you'd like to watch those, tune in to www.hctv1.com. We'll be back with more as updates become available.
I think you had that game.
I will be there. I'll be at Beech Grove. I'll be in the Hive.
Got the
37A, and before that, it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
A counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
He does have a leg, though, ladies and gentlemen.
He's also a good baseball player. He's got a great name for a baseball player, Colson White. We'll see how he does on this kick, and he blasts it away. It'll be fielded by an upback. Aiden Craig dropped it, squibbled through his legs, and squirts out of bounds.
Well, if that's how the first half starts, a second half starts for you, maybe not be what you want.
Well, again, last year in the second half, and now these numbers have meant absolutely nothing for how this game has gone, but humor me. Heritage Christian was outscored 33-0. So
in the second half last year?
In the second half of last year's game.
Interesting.
So, be that as it may, it might not factor in, but just food for thought.
I like that.
Harrison Eckel will be at the bottom of your screen. He's just off the screen now. Colton Brown is with Max Milton in the gun. Goes to Brown, bumped into his own man before piercing the offensive line, getting 2 yards. So it'll be second down and 7. Make it 3 yards. Milton had a pretty good first half.
You know, if you're Heritage Christian, we talked about this, one of the keys of the game was time control. Mm-hmm. This is what you really want to do. You want to maybe take off maybe 4, 5, 6 minutes off the clock here, make the game a lot shorter than for Shenandoah.
That would be huge, and that would just make it as impossible as you can for Shenandoah, is what Heritage Christian's looking at. Unless they prove us all wrong and go for broke. Here is the check down into the flat. Colton Brown finds the hole, squirts through it, gets across the 20, out of bounds close to the sideline at the 24-yard line. And they will move the chains. Very effective play. Milton now 9 of 13 on the game. Very efficient evening. And he has completed 5 passes in a row.
Very impressive.
First and 10 for Heritage Christian. Here's Brown up the gut and hit and driven backwards before squirting 3. No, he didn't.
He short about 8 yards.
No, he got stood up, and then you could see the fight. That's what makes him such an impressive player. He's quick, he's got power, he's got a little bit of everything for Heritage Christian, and he almost broke that tackle.
I think you'll see him get the ball again.
That seems pretty likely. He's got 16 carries on the night for 63 yards.
And he's only a sophomore, folks.
We got a lot of Colton Brown over the next couple years. A very impressive sophomore class around the state. Here's Harrison Eckel. Nice block. breaks free up the middle of the field, shoves off another, and ridden down at the 40.
I tell you what, he got hit twice and he just didn't fall down, and he feels pretty good about that.
Eckel had a less than savory first game. He had 3 catches for 46 yards, and then this game he does stuff like this.
Look at the nice block by Brown to let him be free. Here's the first hit. Here's the second hit. The third hit. Man, just staying on his feet. But Brown released that for a nice block. All-around play for Colton Brown this week.
That's 4 catches tonight for 83 yards. Right back in his comfort zone. Gives him 7 on the season, his senior year. 1st and 10 for Heritage Christian. And a flag.
Delay game.
There was a little discombobulation on that play.
That's 40 seconds, folks. That time off the clock, too, because that takes 9:11. Brings it back to 9:11.
1st and 15 for the Eagles.
We'll have a scoreboard update for you coming up in a few minutes.
Stay tuned, folks. Big game between a couple of the rivals.
Oh, yeah. Southport, Perry, Garin, and Lafayette CC.
At Covenant Christian and Traders Point. We got updates on all of them.
Must be rival week.
Kind of was. Last week was a little bit of rivalry week fever.
I think every week in high school football in Indiana.
That's true. You only have 9 games. Milton lets her go. Over the middle.
Oh.
And there's a flag. I think it's going to go against Goff.
Might be a late flag. That was a late flag. I think it might have been deflected, but the back judge is going to call pass interference, I do believe.
And Tanner Goff is dejected.
The pass interference, yep, 15 yards.
And the quarterback and the safety for Shenandoah playing both ways, as 2A schools are wont to do.
You see our sponsors down here on the screen flashing. If you like to be part of that, contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. We want to thank our sponsors for helping us out.
Milton, another flag.
Got a hold.
Man. Fired up is Zach Geddick.
Yeah, well, he should be. He read that play all the way through, and he even got held, and he still made the play.
We had that last week where it's a penalty where it's like you get the penalty and the bad thing happens to you. Like, oh. Another penalty for Heritage Christian. It will be their 4th for 40 yards. Shenandoah has 7 for 78.
Our crew this week, Dean Vinson is our referee, and his fine crew, Jeff Williams, Jeff Zorman, Mark Percival, and Justin Holman.
Milton. Uh-oh.
Intercept.
Oh, right in the chest.
Ooh.
Ben, what have you seen so far that's been working for the Tigers?
Well, changing things up has been working. Going from passing and then some running and then some passing in the switching of the running backs between Scally and some other running backs like Sean Kim and filling in the absence of Matt Noble tonight.
Yeah, Sean Kim been having a heck of a game so far. Playing a lot more reps now ever since the injury of Matt Noble with that right knee last week. He's out for the foreseeable future, as we mentioned earlier. And with that being said, the Tigers coming back on the offense. So now 3 receivers lined up for the Tigers, 2 on the right, 1 on the left.
Yeah, from what I heard, Noble will be out a few weeks.
So now a nice throw for the Tigers. Unfortunately, looks like a loss of about 2 on the play.
Nope, that's Thompson. Oh, it turned him around just like in the Super Bowl in the pass from Tom Brady to Wes Welker a few years back. Got them all topsy-turvy.
Might have been too fast. Might have took your time a little bit, and he knows it as he's walking over a little disgusted with himself.
He fired the fastball when the changeup was required. Now here comes a punt for Heritage Christian. Caleb King.
He's got
9.
a foot.
Yes, he was practicing literally from this distance, and right before we came back from the break, during halftime. Now he's going to try to pin this. He's done it once this game. Uh-oh.
Oh!
It's a towering fly ball that will bounce and roll and will be down at about the 3.
Man, you got to get away from that ball.
That could have hit any
That
number
could have
of
been a
places.
disaster. So let's look at our scoreboard real quick here, Jonathan. Guerin leads 21-19. Southport Meridian 21-21. Beech Grove over Cascade 21-7.
Gain of about 2 yards.
Another first down run.
I was about to say we're coming out with the same look, playing conservative here to start the half. It'll be interesting to see if DeAndre Rhodes has another big half leading up for another big game, but it seems like every time they implement him in the offense, good things happen. So
Yeah. And Ben Boysen's also another one to watch out for, too. He's very capable of.
We'll sniff it out after a gain of 3 yards or so.
I kind of like the misdirection.
It's dangerous in that area of the field. It can be a little dangerous.
Yeah, because you got that ball when you were in the end zone. So yeah, you're right.
Shenandoah did gain a yard, which moves their rushing total for the game to -32. Improves it. 2nd and 9. The Eagle faithful have been robust and loud all game. Goff over the middle, tipped, intercepted! Breaking down and knocked out of bounds at the 3 is Jack Henderson.
Henderson saw the ball. When that ball is tipped, you yell fire, and Henderson caught the ball. 158 pounds, 12th grader, 5'10". Nice play. This is the break that Heritage really wanted here.
It's a break that Shenandoah is very ill afford to offer, but did so nevertheless. And here's the replay of it, Keith.
Just right there, there's the tip. And look at the block immediately. Nice block down there.
That's Peyton Brown. Zach Schlamer tipped it. Brown blocked it.
What are they, at the 2?
They are at the 2. Golden Brown's got 2 touchdowns on the ground so far. He'll try it again, but he runs into his own man, keeps the legs churning, and is down at the 1.
Kind of like it when he's just carrying that whole entire huddle. It was like, I got a bag of sugar and I need to deliver it to the store.
That's exactly what he was
How about
thinking.
that, huh? Oh, he gains no yards.
I guess he did get it known. Well, he didn't get very far trying to get that sugar to the store.
Well, you got 7 guys on your back. Can you
tough.
carry 7 guys?
Yes.
I know. You know what?
Depends on how big they are.
Jonathan won't tell you what he does during the week. He's a professional wrestler, so
yes.
he's used to doing those.
I'm used to carrying
Hulk
many.
Hogan.
Yeah. Anyway, 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. No.
3rd and goal at the 1.
He got submarine that time. Helps up his tackler. Nice sportsmanship. And 3rd and goal.
And it's recovered by the Tigers. I believe that was Jeffrey Brown on the recovery. Indeed it was. Great job by Jeffrey Brown. You know, he's one of those team leaders that as soon as the ball's on the ground, he's diving for it no matter what. Yeah, so now here comes the Tigers offense back onto the field after a quick change of possession.
Defense there was very aware to see the ball loose and jump on it. Now let's see if this good starting position can help this offense put another touchdown on the board.
So now 2 receivers for Fishers on the right, 1 on the left. Fake handoff. Rue looking deep. Almost caught by the intended receiver, Jeff Simmons, as he laid out for that one, just barely off the fingertips. Great effort by Simmons, though, as he really laid it all on the line, tried to catch it. Unfortunately, it was just a little too far for his reach. So now here comes the Tigers offense. Again, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. That's Leith on the left. Reese Boland and Jeff Simmons on the right. Rue under center now. Now a handoff to Scally, tied up.
Been stopped 2 times. Here's the flea flicker towards the end zone. Is he down before? He's at the 1 inch. Aiden Craig's 3rd catch of the game. If this was the NFL, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, but that's a great call by the official. He's right on it. That's Mr. Zorman on that play. That's a great call.
Well, checking in is Peyton Brown. And
last week we saw the elephant offense. I don't think Heritage Christian has an elephant offense.
It's not the biggest elephant. Maybe like a small baby elephant. An infantile elephant. 4th, and they have 1 on the scoreboard, and it's much shorter. But we're going to discuss it a little bit, and we'll be back in a moment on it.
Going to come onto the field for a field goal. And it looks like the Tigers are going to go for this.
Interesting decision here by Coach Wimmer to go for it. It's a 4th and 5, so it's a reasonable distance to go for it.
But if we've seen anything from last week, so the Tigers have a great percentage on their 4th down conversions. So now Rue looks back to pass. It's Reese Boland in stride, and that's a 1st down for the Tigers. Great pass by Rue. Had Reese Boland as soon as he stepped off the line. So that gives the Tigers a fresh set of downs to work with here. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Now Rue getting the play from head coach Rick Wimmer. Now Rue under center for the Tigers. Nick Leith in motion for the Tigers. Hand off to Scally, looking for the outside, forces his way through the 2 Pike defenders.
His 3rd touchdown of the game. It is 26-0 Heritage Christian.
That ball popped out right after the end zone, and Shenandoah got that ball, but that ball crossed the end zone before the fumble.
That's tough. You got that plane, as we always hear on Sundays and Saturdays.
Yes.
Colton Brown pierced it. 3 touchdowns for him. Got 65 yards rushing. Another extra point opportunity by Caleb King. He missed one earlier. He's 2 for 3. He was 8 for 8 last week. Colton Brown, his 3 touchdowns, the holder. Snaps down, and the kick is up. It looks good, and it is 27.
Coming up, 3rd and 3, excuse me, for North Central.
Be interesting to see what the Panthers do here. It's kind of an in-between play where you can run the ball and still pick it up, or it's kind of also far enough away that it could be a passing down as well. So be interesting to see what they do.
Takes a snap, looks quick left, over the middle, and he's caught. And that is going to be a touchdown, North Central. Just floated the ball over the defender zone.
Yeah, number 84, Jaden Martin, excuse me. And we talked about him in the first half. He's a big target. He had a really good catch early in the first half, and this time he catches it for a touchdown. So good drive by the Panthers. They have come out ready to play in the second half. Got a stop on defense when the Royals had the ball out of the half, and then took advantage of the special teams mistake. So with this PAT, they could take the lead and take the momentum going forward for the rest of the second half. Not the start that Coach Morris and company wanted. Oh. What do they call it? Oh, they called a penalty.
Wow, that is.
I didn't even see it. That's my fault.
I didn't see that one either. That was. Yeah. It's a big call. That's going to take away 6 points, and it's going to create a 3rd and 9 for North Central.
That's a big difference. So
that is a huge difference there.
Take back everything I just said.
Takes the snap. He's looking for the same play almost, and
that's pass interference.
Yeah,
that's pass interference.
Yeah. It's going to be a first down.
Yeah, he hit him, and I mean it was a similar route, not the same player, but it was a similar route. These almost like a post route, and
HSC got there a little too early.
The middle of the field has been open the last couple plays, and the Panthers are going to get a first down out of this and continue the drive. So.
Pass interference will create an automatic first down, I think.
Well, it's not automatic in high school, so it should be half the distance. So it looks like it still might be a little bit short.
Wow. Let's see what they call it.
Because right now the marker is short of the first down on the far side of the field. And the ref is talking to the North Central sideline. So we'll see what they do here. It's not an automatic first down, so it looks.
This will be the 5th time that Columbus East has had the football and had to punt it away. It's their 1, 2, 3, their 4th, 3rd and out in the contest.
Yeah, that's been costly. They got to move the chains.
Nice punt. Goes into the end zone for the touchback, and North will get it down their own 20-yard line.
Well, I think defensively for North, they're talking at
from the about 7-yard line. Takes a snap, play action, and rolls out. Some pressure by the HSC, and it's tipped and intercepted! Intercepted by the Royals, and that is a huge interception. All momentum back to the HSC
it looked
there.
like they were playing volleyball. He tipped it to him, and I didn't see who got the interception, but wow.
And it's 1A versus a 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. You run into the situation where a lot of these 1A players, they play both ways.
Absolutely. Oops, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think there's only 2 guys that don't play both ways for LCC. That's a huge factor.
Hand off on the left side, and it looks like Baumgartner's going to pick up enough for the first down. Moving the chains and knocking on the red zone again.
They got a first down here. It wouldn't surprise me to see them take a shot with McGinnis.
You know,
they're kind of lulling LCC to sleep a little bit.
And McGinnis, I would say 2 things are big when it comes to a wide receiver in the high school level. It's a good frame, good hands.
Yes.
Tie those into one. And then confidence. Confidence is the biggest key. And right now, it's Mr. Bernie McGinnis with the biggest confidence out there, but also with the confidence is Gus Baumgartner. He's going to take the handoff off the right side and have some space to scoot. Cuts it back, stays on his feet, spins and stays inside of the 5-yard line. And I don't know what else to say about this running back, Gus Baumgartner.
Or you could just give it to Baumgartner and let him get down inside the 5-yard line, you know.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know, it's something that, you know, feeding the hot hand. People like to feed the hot hand. You hear it a lot in basketball. You hear it a lot in different sports. Right now, Baumgartner is if this was NBA Jam, if you will, he'd be on fire, or maybe a little NFL Blitz.
Is he in heat check mode right now?
I say it's time for a first and goal from the 3 heat check.
Let's see what they do here.
I formation, quick turn handoff, and Baumgartner lowers the shoulder. He's going to be just across. They're going to spin it, and they're going to twist it, and they're going to say he's in the end zone. He just did not stop moving his feet.
When Gelov started to go in there, I thought maybe he fumbled the football, but he was just trying to move the pile.
And Gus Baumgartner, ladies and gentlemen, has scored his 4th touchdown of the game.
He's looking like Charlie Spiegel out there.
Man.
I think he's a little tired right now. Look at him come to the sideline. He needs some rest here. He's been it's calling the trainer over. maybe a little hydration, a little oxygen for the man.
Just needs a little. Now the extra point is up, and it is good. First drive of the second half results in points, and the score now 36 to.
We're going to line up trips right, and Tylen Taylor is going to stay in the backfield. HSC is up 13-7 after North Central had their touchdown wiped away by the penalty call. As Andrew Hobson takes the snap and is going to hand it off to Tylen to the left side, and he's got some room. And he spins away from a tackle, and it's going to be a first down Royals. That was another good run there by Tylen Taylor.
Yeah, they ran to the weak side, and I don't think North Central was expecting that. And first down for the Royals. Really good run by Tylen Taylor, and a good job by the left side of that offensive line to give him a lane to run through.
It's looking like he's really making the most of these snaps that he's getting here. Lining up in the same formation, trips right. Looking over to the sideline for a play. Up the 40-yard line, takes a snap. Play action, and he's going to pass to Ben Boysen about the 49-yard line on North Central side of the field now, and it's going to be another first down Royals.
Yeah, we're moving the ball now after that big play by DeAndre at the beginning of the drive. We're starting to move the ball, and just good route by Boysen, good throw, good catch, first down Royals, and they keep on moving.
That run game by Tylen Taylor is really opening up the passing game now because North Central's got to focus on the run a little bit more.
And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be offsides for the Red Devils. And that's a 5-yard penalty on the play as Pike gets called for encroachment. And it does happen to be a first down. So now the Tigers working with a fresh set of downs. Rue getting the play from head coach Rick Wimmers. He breaks the team. Now 2 receivers lined up, 2 tight ends, man in motion. That's Caleb Gates in motion for the Tigers. Rue takes a snap, fake handoff, looking for Reggie Cook Graham, wide open in the end zone, tipped away at the last second by Pike. That was number 4, Jalen Law. Let's look at that replay here. Rue had the snap. Reggie Cook Graham wide open in the end zone, but Jalen Law comes in and swats it away like a basketball. Incredible defense by Jalen Law.
Yeah, touchdown saving deflection there by the Pike Red Devils.
It looked like Cook Graham was wide open. Now Rue in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off to Scally. Scally still on his feet, pushing forward, gets the 10-yard line. And it looked like he was going to go down after that initial handoff, but works his way up, gets a gain of about 6 on the play. Now Reese Bolin goes out for the Tigers, replaced by Brandon Binbo. And that's going to be a timeout on the Tigers.
How about that?
33-0 Heritage Christian, and there's the first touchdown of the year for Harrison Eckel.
Did he want that or what? And now he's running over to the sideline.
Still going.
Probably going to kiss Mama.
Here's the replay of it. This is Produce the Kiss.
Look at this. I mean, open in the flat, jukes over there, 10, 5, 3, touchdown. Then he runs over. I think he went to ring the bell is what he did.
Is there a penalty flag?
Yeah, that's unsportsmanlike conduct. You can't do that.
It was fun, though.
Oh, it's fun, but you can't do that.
Max Milton now is 11 for 18 with 175 yards and a touchdown. That play was 37 yards for Harrison Eckel, who has 5 catches for 120.
I will tell you this. Kyle Ray will be talking to the senior because this is a 15-yard penalty for the extra point.
It's a long extra point. This is also, if I remember correctly, the most receiving yards of Eccles' career right now, 120.
Pretty impressive. He's over 800 yards for his career, right? Because wasn't he way over that? Yeah, because he was at 1,000.
He has 2,118. So add 120 to that.
That's crazy.
He's now 200 or 2,238. And this is a very long extra point for Caleb King on the way.
Good.
And good. Those 15 yards didn't matter in that case. 34-0 Heritage.
1 on the left. That's Jeffrey Simmons on the left. Rue most likely looking to his right. Left. And that's great coverage by the Red Devils as Simmons has no room to catch the ball. That was a double coverage there by the Red Devils. Now Jack Phillips comes out to kick the field goal. And we've seen that Jack Phillips has a leg. Easy field goal for him. As Tigers snap the ball, Phillips kicks it up. And that is good for the Tigers, making the score 23-6 after a good field goal.
He may go all the way 35 yards, up and again.
Wow. What else can you say, Bake? If you don't bring him down in that first layer, see right there, they have to bring him down there, and then he's just got too much speed. He gets in that second layer, and he's gone. Wait a minute, flag again. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Wow.
Well, that'll take out that 35-yard run, won't it?
It sure will.
Holding.
Wow, I'm not sure I've seen a game in a long time where we've had this many flags.
Hagel, what a great job. That was Rhodes, 18. Unbelievable off the tip, and Daniel Rhodes comes up with the interception. Fantastic concentration after the tipped ball.
And Onken is beside himself because he had it in his hands, went straight through it. That was a bullet by Barrett. I mean, just an absolute bullet. Onken couldn't hold on to it. And once it goes through the hands, it was fair game, and the Golden Eagles came up with it.
First down and 10. Let's see as.
Welcome back to the Hamilton County Television Studios. Game Day, I'm Brad Silbert. Welcome aboard here. Second big week of high school football action for us. Here's the scores that we have so far in the third quarter. As you can see, game number 4, Fishers Tigers over the Pike Red Devils, 23-6. At North Central, it's Hamilton Southeastern 13, North Central 7. A wild one going down there at Guerin Catholic. It's 36 for the Golden Eagles. Lafayette Central Catholic with 21. Over at Heritage Christian, it's all Heritage Christian tonight over Shenandoah, 34-0. Halftime scores, the latest we've got from Carmel, with Carmel leading the Noblesville Millers 16-0. Down at Decatur Central, the Westfield Shamrocks ahead of Decatur Central 23-0. Up in Arcadia, Hamilton Heights behind North Montgomery 22-7. Over at Sheridan at halftime, Clinton Central over the Sheridan Blackhawks 21-7. Other HCC action, Avon over Ben Davis 17-3. Franklin Central is ahead of Ron Cowley 17-6. And also a second quarter score, Zionsville over Lebanon. That's 16-4. Now don't forget, coming up next Friday night, we'll be right back here with another edition of Game Day. Our feature game next Friday night here on Hamilton County Television will be the Fishers Tigers coming up to Noblesville to meet the Millers. We'll also have coverage from the SSN, where Avon will be playing the Hamilton Southeastern Royals down there in Fishers. From SRN, we'll get Ron Colley and Chittard, and we'll also have Mount Vernon and Greenfield Central. Let's go back to the action.
They had a different guy in that, okay, they may pass it.
Right.
When they ran it, they didn't get a whole lot of anything. And, you know, that just shows you what the great type of runner that Baumgartner is.
There's a quick timeout. We're going to step aside as the score 36-21. Guerin Catholic Eagles with the lead.
So now Seidel again in that shotgun formation. I don't think we'll see him leave it for the rest of the night. Takes the snap, hands off to Allen. Almost breaks a tackle, tripped up. Did not get the first down, it looks like. So that's going to bring up 4th down for Pike. And I believe Seidel is asking his coach to go for this one.
Why not? It's 4th and short.
Yeah, very close to a first down here, so let's see if Seidel can convert.
Down 17. 4th and short. Why not go for it?
Looks like he's calling an audible here. Somewhat of a high snap handoff.
Looks.
Here's an update from Decatur Central. Late score here, 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. It's Westfield over Decatur Central, 36-7. Let's go back to Fishers and Pike.
And that is a first down. That was Trayshawn Jones on the carry. And that was a very close call for the officials, but the Red Devils did get the first down on that one. Conversion. So now Seidel back in the shotgun. Fisher showing blitz. Billy Ryder pushing his way through. That pass goes nowhere. Incomplete pass. Looks like
being on the visitor side, but I'm hearing they'd like to someday build a new press box on the home side.
So East firing upfield, incomplete.
And now East has got another injury. Take a look at this. He has plenty of time.
Takes a bounce, and this one's scooped up. It's actually going to be taken in
Oh,
by
great
Daniel
tackle.
Rochin. It's a huge tackle. What a play.
Fantastic tackle by Nick Demas. You've never seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Bill and Ted's? Explain.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves was Ted, and they went back in time. Yeah, well, at the very end, it's like San Dimas High School Football Rules. Demas, Nick Demas, San Dimas.
Wow.
They're remaking it.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're making the third one,
I
yeah.
saw that.
Based off of the John Wick success of.
Yeah, gave Keanu a call and said,
New
let's go back to
life.
comedy.
Yeah.
And The Matrix also making a return. First down and 10 in the shotgun formation. Looking to try and get a little bit of the offensive magic going. Is Barrett over the middle again. That's just too far in front of the intended receiver. And, you know, when Barrett kind of forces things, that's when you see the overthrows, the underthrows, and an overthrow leads to a tip ball, and the tip ball leads to an interception.
You can tell a little bit of the happy feet from the pressure he's gotten tonight.
was pretty quick.
Well,
and
yeah.
all of a sudden it just hit a roadblock
Yeah,
with the penalties.
But you're right, in my humble opinion as well. East has got an opportunity here. They have got to find a way to cash in.
Mark the ball at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Gilly under center at quarterback. Got good protection. Fires over the middle. Incomplete.
He had him a step.
That was back again. Dalton back.
Yeah, I think it's his favorite receiver. And look here, 17. Back. Had just a step. The ball thrown just to count early. Had he waited maybe just a half second longer, back makes a cut inside and was wide open.
Last week, Beck had 7 catches for 97 yards. He averaged almost 14 yards per reception with a long of 34 and 1 touchdown.
See, I like this call. I'm not sure why you run to the short side of the field, but we haven't really seen the screen pass too much, and it's just not enough real estate there after he catches it.
That's Grivey again, number 25 for Columbus East, and it's third down again.
Love the call. Love the call. Especially in this position. Didn't sell it a lot. He really kind of tossed the ball pretty early for a screen pass. On a screen, you got to sell it.
Third down and 7. We'll set up a couple of wideouts to the left side of the screen and a single wideout to the right side of the offensive line. Out of the shotgun. Gilly firing. Got a receiver and overthrew him again. At about the 13-yard line, that would have been good enough for the first down.
And it's just a timing thing. At times they have been unbelievable, and other times their timing has just not been crisp. He cuts. Ball was a little earlier than his cut, and the time he turned for the ball was already by him.
So you're in a situation now where there's no field goal needed. You just go ahead and run this on fourth down.
We may look back.
Sneak try. He's getting a little push from behind. The pile moves. Touchdown. Shenandoah, the Raiders on the board. And it's a rushing touchdown.
Taking their time. Yep.
Third and about 6.
Takes a snap, hands it off to Tylen. North Central is not going to give up any more yards on the ground, it seems like.
Yeah. Well, I would expect agency to go for it, and even if they don't get it, they have flipped the field position. So if they don't get it here, North Central's going to have to go all the way down the field.
You are wrong.
Now they're going to kick the field goal, which is good. I mean, they can go up by 2 scores, but the kicking game has been so inconsistent. That's why I was surprised they were kicking it. But
so now 3 backs in the backfield. Receiver on the right side. We've seen a lot of interesting formations this this drive from
looks like
the
it
Pike
might go to the end of the
offense.
quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter. As
Looks like it is good.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Alex Duralis. His teammates call him FIFA. I call him Vinatieri. So
got some nicknames around the school.
Yeah. But
that
that's
one
a big
penalties tonight. This will be their 10th against them.
Illegal substitution.
That's a bummer.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Some good news for the MIC, which has been looking for some good news for 2 weeks. Lawrence North is beating Marion 35-8.
You know, Marion's pretty good for 4A.
They're very good. They were one of those state contenders. It was them and Evansville Central.
Yep.
And it just one had to host it, depending on where it ended up.
Had the game last year.
1st and 5. Milton over to Peyton Brown. He's across the 35 to the 40, down the sideline, tight-roping it and hit out of bounds at the opposing 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Peyton did a nice job catching that and going.
He can scoot. He's not just a mindless linebacker back there. He's a very thoughtful return.
Hi, I'm Brad Silbert in the Game Day studios here at Hamilton County Television. Here's some scores from the area of the games you are watching here on Game Day. 23-6 in favor of the Fishers Tigers over Pike in the fourth quarter. Most of these, I should say, are fourth quarter scores. Hamilton Southeastern just added 3 points to make it a 16-7 lead over North Central. Over at Guerin Catholic is beating Lafayette Central Catholic 36-21. At Heritage Christian, big lead over Shenandoah, 34-7. Other games in the area tonight. Latest we have from Carmel is a 16-0 lead for the Carmel Greyhounds over the Noblesville Millers. At Decatur Central in the fourth quarter, 36-7 now, Westfield over Decatur Central. From Hamilton Heights, 22-7 in favor of North Montgomery. Over at Sheridan, Bud Rice Crew has taken the lead in the third quarter, 22-21. At one time in the second quarter, they were down 21-7. In other HCC action, it's Avon over Ben Davis, 24-3. Brownsburg is in Cincinnati playing St. Xavier. They are ahead of them by 1 point at 17-6. Franklin Central over Roncalli, 24-8. And Zionsville is ahead 11-4. Back to the action.
Eckler fights off another, rumbles forward to the 15, maybe the 14-yard line.
So you go to Beech Grove next week. I head to Chittard next week. And I think then we meet up again in a couple of weeks.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to see how the Golden Colonel Award is stacking up as we get there. Colton Brown, yard check. He is at 95. And barring any clerical errors, if he got 7-8 yards, then it would just put it almost out of reach. However, Peyton Brown, oh, no, he dropped it.
Had the ball, then dropped it, didn't he?
He saw that it was wide
daylight
open all the way to the interstate.
Yeah.
And God bless him. Easy thing to do. $7:20 left in this one.
How about our stat guy tonight, huh?
Tom Santamon is doing a great job.
He's on the top.
He is. He's
Second down and 7 from the 8-yard line under center. Turn and hand it off to, you guessed it, Gus Bumgardner, and it is Gus.
There it is.
Gus. 5 touchdowns for the senior Gus Bumgardner.
Did you keep track of all that?
Yeah, I had to count on my fingers.
5 touchdowns. He's got the nickel. Jordan had the double nickel against the Knicks. Gus has the nickel against LCC.
Gus. Wow.
They're going to be saying that. I want to hear that tonight on Indiana Sports Talk with Bob Lovell, which you'll call after the game tonight. Well, can't wait to hear your voice, Brent.
On for the extra point, up and through the upright, so it was Gus. Luca.
Thanks to College Hunks and Movers and all of our other sponsors tonight.
We just talked about this, but I want to double back a ways. Purdue playing tonight, Nevada at Nevada. There's a lot of hype for the Boilermakers this season. How are you feeling about Purdue?
I think we'll win 8 games.
Eight's respectable. 8 might be enough to win the division, if you overall.
Yes, I think so. I hope so. There's only one game I want to win.
Well, you might get your wish. Here is Milton throwing on 4th and 1, end zone. Eckel reels it in, and it's another touchdown for Harrison Eckel, his 2nd of the game, 2nd of the season. Piling on, well over.
It's a big PAT to get it under 3.
It is.
High snap, but the kick looks up, and it is good. So it is going to be 16-14. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left.
We're watching Indiana SRN. We are always in the game.
I think the
So now Josh Ivey heading off the field.
Yeah, by rule, he has to sit out this play since they blew it dead.
What an interesting turn of events. Pike with that onside kick, got the recovery. So now let's see if that is the momentum shift that the Red Devils needed to get back on the board and make a comeback here. Seidela has 3 backs again in the backfield. So now Seidela looks back to pass, still with the ball, and now sacked for a loss.
And you want to try to trust your defense because for the most part they've played really well today against the HSC offense. And so it's coming down to the wall.
Yeah,
good game in week 2.
2 good games. HSC came out with the win the first one. We shall see how this one ends out here. And North Central boots the ball off. A good kick. And taken from the left side of the field.
Hold on to the ball.
He did, and it's going to be about the 19-yard line. John McCall on the return. About
John McCall, tackled by a host of Panthers. And Hamilton Southeastern will get the ball back 1st and 10. Ball placed on their own 21-yard line. 4:10 remaining here in quarter number 4.
The Royals are going to take their ball, trying to go 79 yards for a score, or just run out this clock, get a couple first downs. Still have 4 minutes, plenty of time.
I don't think we ever mentioned that incredible play on the last drive. It was Richard Hamilton who broke all those tackles. So.
Called his name a couple of times. And
yeah,
Tylen Taylor there.
The ball carrier.
Just gain of about 1 yard. So 2nd and 9, and we're sticking with the first down runs.
Yeah, you gotta burn some clock and try to make them use their timeouts. They don't use it on first down. And so it'll be maybe run a play action pass, surprise them, or if they'll continue the run and take time off the clock. They should if Hobson's doing a good job of clock management, he'll wait until about 2 or 3 seconds before he snaps it.
Motion, and Tylen's got about 5 seconds on the play clock when he snaps it. Hobson throws it over the middle.
Play action.
Oh my goodness, very dangerous play.
And that stops the clock on top of it. So
yeah.
If I'm Coach White's calling a play here, I do something safe.
No need to risk it and risk a turnover.
Same time though, North Central has the momentum. I mean, if you give him the ball back right now, Abel's feeling good. Even though he's had 3 interceptions, he's feeling good. He had a really good last drive. So this is a tough play call for Coach White.
22-yard line.
Should be interesting to see what we do here on a 3rd and 9.
But I do think you need to get the clock moving again.
Yes, and
so
incompletion.
Yeah,
would be
if it's a pass and you don't get the first down, HC receivers got to know that they got to stay in bounds.
Yep.
Force them to use a timeout or keep the clock running. So they will go empty. Oh, he calls one now. Yeah.
1 second left on the play clock.
That's
there.
frustrating. You had the clock wasn't even running. You run it all the way down to 1, then you have to burn it.
Very lopsided on the scoreboard. Not so much in the passing yards. The rushing, Shenandoah dug themselves a big hole before the second half began at halftime, and this run gets 3. On the carry was Joby Robinson.
If you're Shenandoah, you want to run some time off the clock and work on some positive things as they will get ready for next week.
We talked about this also in the opening before it got blown up, but Shenandoah, typically, their wing T offense, very disciplined, very precise, and it was ineffective against this Heritage.
Down, this one is not quite over. Daniel Roach gets his second touchdown reception of the night, and now back within 2 scores are the LCC Knights.
Well, I'm telling you what, the kid can sling it, that's for sure, when he gets time and sets his feet. I mean, that's a nice ball. That's Roach's second touchdown pass on the night. Had a 28-yard one in the second quarter.
43-27 is the score. Chance to get it to 43-28, as you mentioned, just 2 scores. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights, and just like that, a 2-score advantage. 43-28, LCC.
Tough. Here at Heritage, then they were playing Centerville on the 6th of September, at LaPel on the 13th, and at Westdale on the 20th before they come home.
Yeah, an interesting schedule quirk. Sometimes you see these, but 4 consecutive road games right after the opening home game against Cecina. Then they are home for 1 week, then they go on the road again, and then they finish 2 games in a row at home, capping off with Monroe Central, and that's a huge game. That might decide their division. Here's the handoff, hit in the backfield, ridden down, and it'll be another turnover on downs for Heritage Christian. That is the 4th turnover of the game for Shenandoah. Heritage Christian will be able to step back on the field.
Looks like they're down. There is a player down.
North Central, yeah.
Yeah, it is a North Central injury, not a timeout.
Kevin Todd down on the play. While everything gets sorted out with the athletic trainers, we're going to take a quick break here on the Fisher Sports Network.
Conversion, if you will. And this was a
Yeah,
little bit of
how
a
big
fake.
does that 2-point conversion now?
It's big. Now a good return off the right side. And slowed up and stopped. About the 35-yard line. And Sean, pitch and catch.
Yeah, great job by Roach getting open in the slot.
So he's got to get it out quick. And HC's got to do a good job of blocking defense as well. Oh, they jumped offside.
Jumped off.
Yeah. So it's not going to give them first down, but they will get to move 5 yards up.
Who knows? Maybe we can do it again. That time it would be. This time it would be
a first down.
Yeah.
They're going to still obviously punt it.
Obviously.
But yeah, I would try the hard count one more time because they're coming. They were trying to block it, but now they put another one deep for a return. So only 9 guys now on the line of scrimmage.
Long snap is good, and the punt is away. It is a high kick, but it's very short.
Yeah.
And it's bad bounce, too, so
on the
43-yard line.
Well, this is
20 yards
be the
to
game.
go.
Yeah, I mean, HSC defense has played well all night.
Rue looks back to pass. Hits Reese Bowen in stride. Juggled around, but looks like he got the first down. Pretty good throw there by Rue. You know, kind of juggled around by Reese Bowen, but made sure he focused on it, got the catch. So ultimately brings up a new set of downs for the Tigers to work with. then what do the Tigers need to do to make sure that they come out with a victory?
Run the ball, mix some passes in there, and just plays that can keep the clock running.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you have the lead, it's important to keep the clock running, but you got to make sure that you can maintain the lead if they get the ball. So now Sean Kim on the carry gets a gain of about 5. So that brings up 2nd and 7 for the Tigers as Brandon Binbo goes out.
Gavin Hammond, touchdown, Heritage Christian.
Well, there's your yardage right there.
That is the first touchdown of his career. Gavin Hammond with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. An exclamation point on a dramatic night. The bell rings and the clock is running. Coming back on for the extra point is Caleb King.
(47-7). I didn't see this coming at all, Jonathan.
I didn't either. Extra point is good. 48-7.
Now the clock will stop, and then it will start running again at the kickoff.
Some North Central fans wants a flag for roughing the passer, but they aren't going to get it. And 4th and 7, this very well could be the game. So
big play.
Yeah, be interesting to see if Coach Sharp, the Royals defense coordinator, if he's going to blitz or if he's going to play off in coverage. North Central might they're going to have to call timeout. They're going to think about this play.
2 minutes, 26 seconds left on the clock.
And this is going to be the game now because they're out of timeouts. So
hit the up back with a quick hitter. That's fantastic.
You know, you saw that play against McCutcheon, and the up back was actually Baumgartner.
Oh, really? And there, you look, we're under 6.5 now.
You know, it was crazy because a quick timeout is taken by Lafayette Central Catholic. We're going to go ahead and step aside with the score 43-28. It is the Golden Eagles still on top.
So we'll focus on this down first. Obviously going to be a pass. Last drive, North Central had some success against the zone, finding an open spot in the zone and just sitting there. It'll be interesting to see if the Royals even play zone on this 4th down, or if they'll play man coverage, or if they'll bring pressure. So there's a lot of variables going into this 4th and 7, and it's the game most likely. So this will be a good play.
Here it is. We've got 2 receivers on either side. As Harry Abel takes the snap, he's looking left, and he's going to throw it over the middle, and it is a dangerous throw, and it's picked off by Michael Cherry. Oh, there's a flag down, but it's after the pick. So this should stay Royals ball.
I think it might be. It almost looked like it was deflected, though. He threw a flag in the area that could be against the defense.
Looks like we have a Royal. Michael Cherry, just getting up a little slow, but he is up.
Oh, this is going to be interesting because if it's against defense, if it's pass interference, was the ball tipped? It looks like Seth Morelli's mad, so it looks like it's going to go against HSC.
And David Smith limping off the field from North Central, their running back. So
let's see what the call is. The ref's coming over to make the call. Pass interference against HSC. Wow. I didn't necessarily see it live, but that's a tough one.
Not an automatic first down.
But, well, it's 15 yards, so it's a first down. But
yep,
it is not automatic, but because of the yardage total, it's first down. But they're also now getting close to field goal range. So not only do they get a first down, they're getting close to field goal range with 2:16 left. And wow, that
is a big call. Ball at the 19.
It also obviously takes away a interception for Mike Cherry.
Yes, it does. That would have been his 3rd of the game if I can count correctly. But
yeah.
Ball at the 24. This would be about a 40-yard field goal, 41 yards. Takes a snap right up the middle. And no yards there. JT Munchner with a big wrap-up tackle.
Ball carrier number 27.
It's going to be a 2nd and 10.
Tackled on the play by number 55, Joel Cheche. No gain on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Minute and 30, and this clock is running, so this drive will be the game.
I mean, but at the same time, you don't know how. I don't know how good their field goal kicker is. So he's looked
Drops
good.
back, looks left into the flats, and there's a flag down. He picked it up after it.
Penalty marker on
Well, it looked like it could have maybe been a backward. He was thinking it was a backwards pass.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's a flag in the area that could be illegal formation.
Could be holding on the left tackle. Let's see what
He's
the refs
asking Coach
call.
Morris, so it's what he wants to do. They didn't get any yards, so if it's only a 5-yard penalty, though, they would get the down back.
I'd rather have a 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 10 at this point. Getting close to field goal range, I would take the 5 yards back, because you never know.
Let's see what they call legal shift. So, and they are taking them back, so it'll be 2nd and 15.
The receiver in motion moved forward before that snap.
Yeah, or you had 2 guys in motion at the same time. Would also be it as well.
5-yard penalty.
So it's going to be 2nd and 15 now. A minute and 14 seconds left in this game. Let's see.
In motion, that's Caleb Gates. Hands off to Sean Kim, and it looks like now
Harry Abel takes a snap. He's looking over the middle of the field, and it is caught, and he jukes the receiver out, and it is going to be tackled about the 18-yard line.
3rd down.
So it's going to be about 3rd and 4.
A minute left. Clock's running.
As we were saying, we do not know about this field goal kicker, but
yeah, well,
I would say that's field goal range. So
yeah, he's close. It is 3rd down. The clock is running. HC
not
using any timeouts, but can't let him get in the end zone, obviously.
Big 3rd down here. If they get this 3rd down, it might be over. Takes a snap, hands it off right, and he might be
just short. So clock continues to run.
30 seconds left, 4th and inches.
It's going to come down to a field goal.
It is.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, well, let's see if, obviously, North Central is going to call a timeout with 3 or 4 seconds.
I would expect Mr. Morris, Coach Morris.
Some might say he is wide receiver ambidextrous. 49-28.
You're delirious, I think.
It's been a long couple of days.
This could be a 50 burger right here, could it? It could be.
Oh. Free Dylan Bars on the Wizard for hitting 50. 50
looking in the end zone. That was Reggie Cook Grant, the intended, excuse me, that was Reese Boland, the intended receiver. So, Boland just couldn't bring the ball down. So now that brings Jack Phillips onto the field for the field goal. And I wouldn't be surprised if Wimmer goes for the fake here. You know, we saw a trick play last week at Lucio Stadium when the Tigers played North Central, and we know that Jack Phillips can run with the ball. But it looks like they're just going to settle for the field goal. High kick, and that is good.
Hogue and Coach Morris takes timeout.
Royals.
No, the clock doesn't start. It does on the field goal, yeah.
North Central.
Yeah, you start.
Wow. This is
32-yard field goal.
This is it.
Yeah, it's a nerve-wracking time for both teams. You know, it's not like it's a 3-point game going to overtime. It's 2 points. North Central makes it, they win. They miss it, HSC wins. So
yeah, there's 3 seconds left.
It's a
15.
It's about a 27-yarder. It's on the 15-yard line, plus the the 10 yards in the end zone and about 7 yards back. So
it's gonna be about a
34. Yeah, 32. Excuse me. Like I said, I can't do
you
math.
can't count, right?
Yeah.
So a 32-yard field goal.
That's why you're here, Turner.
That's why I'm here. I'll do the math stuff.
Wow.
All right, so we've got a 32-yarder on the right hash. This all comes down to the leg of Scott Hogue.
For the win.
Snap good, hold good, kick is good. Right down the middle.
Yep, made it. And that's it.
And
no
that
time
is going
left.
to be the ball game.
Wow, what a game. What a tough way to finish. Man, that's a heartbreaker. Really, HSC dominated most of the game. It's a game they should have won. Just some unfortunate penalty call that hurt.
That one was in the field of play. That one brings him up around the 25-yard line. So now, with about 3.5 minutes left, Pike is down 13 points. They need to make up that score differential. If they're going to have any chance, winning the game. They have to tie it. They have to get ahead. They're at least 2 touchdowns away from getting ahead. So, be interested to see what formation they're going to start out in. We saw a full house formation earlier, as well as 5 receivers lined up before that. So, it's really just a game of what's going to work best for Pike. So now, Pike with 5 receivers lined up. Pass intended for number 6. That was Lamar Eccles, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass. So that brings up 2nd and 10 for Pike. Slidello looking to the sideline, trying to figure out what the next play is going to be. Slidello lined up in the backfield all alone as there are 5 receivers lined up. Now a man in motion. That's Allen. No handoff to Allen. That's a fake handoff. As Slidello's hit as he's throwing the ball. Incomplete pass, just a little short. Then Slidello lined up again in that formation with 5 receivers, 2 on the right, 3 on the left. And more of a pistol formation. Blitz coming again. That one was intended for Allen, hit by Dunn as he's receiving the ball. So that brings up 4th and 10.
Got to go for it.
With about 3.5 minutes left still. Slidello is looking to go for it. Let's see if he can lead his team to a first down and maybe more than that.
Not the perfect game for Fishers, but they definitely have a lot to build upon that he will.
So now Slidello back to pass. Blitz coming in by Josh Ivey. That pass is incomplete as it's thrown out of bounds. The intended receiver there was Lamar Eccles. Unfortunately couldn't bring it down. So that's a turnover on downs. Now Fishers, most likely just going to run out the clock here, especially with that 13-point lead. So now, looks like number 29 coming into the game, Josh Thompson, a running back, going to take a few reps here. So again, Josh Thompson in the backfield. Rue under center.
We saw at the end of the game last week, they brought in Lucas Pruitt to finish out the game.
Yeah, so now handoff to Josh Thompson as he gets tied up. Or maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Get a first down, get it under 2 minutes, then you can take a knee. Then you can start taking a knee.
So now The clock is running, about 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. So here's Rue again under center, Josh Thompson in the backfield. Gonna be a handoff. So here's Josh Thompson on the carry. Breaks tackle, comes inside. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Tree 33. It's Pat Foley, Chicago Blackhawks, man.
Say it again.
Tree 33. It's Canadian accent, eh?
Wow. 4th down. Here's the game.
It's 50-28, dude.
I know. Here's the game.
Oh, is he going to go to the screen? Pressure.
Airs it long, overthrown, and incomplete.
Oh, they're saying it was on the ground. He thought he had it.
He did.
He wants the instant replay.
Still in the backfield, Rue under center yet again. Hands it off to Thompson, tied up. So that does bring up 4th down for the Tigers. Here comes Jack Phillips on the field. Looks like he's going to settle for the field goal. And that does bring up a timeout for Pike. So with about 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in this game.
Go home and play Southport next Friday night. Game time 7 o'clock. And Huppman again. Dances inside, now to the outside. Moves it inside the 20. Inside the 15. Let's see where they finally spot him down.
A little trap play this time. He bounces out away from the trap, actually. Yeah,
Columbus East will take a timeout.
They've got to stop the clock.
Spot him down at, let's see where they finally put the ball down. About the 13-yard line, I think. 13 or 14-yard line. And let's see, Columbus North at home against Southport. East will be home.
Evidence. I think it's just, that is where it's headed.
Did you get it?
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
We go for a trick play here.
The kicker, Jack Phillips.
Now a 38-yard kick for Phillips. High kick. And that one is no good.
We're headed to Mooresville, I believe.
Yep.
Mooresville and Plainfield.
Yep, Mooresville, Plainfield.
Yep. Should be a good one. Both
That'll
were
be
leading at halftime.
That'll be a good battle out there.
It will
We should
be.
have a good crowd out
Plainfield's
there.
played very well, so has Mooresville.
Handoff again, trying to circle right side. Cannot get the job done. Tackle's going to be made by Crace Bergman. He may have got a...
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
By the way, in case you're curious, that Traders Point Covenant game,
yeah,
38-27 Traders Point, 23 straight points for Traders Point.
Wow. Unanswered. Up back.
Yeah, and I taught with Adam Stevenson when he was at Fishers. He was a coordinator at Fishers. Took the athletic director job at Traders Point, football coach. It's about a quality human being as you will find. He's a fantastic guy.
He is a great guy.
Yes. And he's got them playing some good football.
He does. He does. Talking great football, I mean.
50 burger in 3 quarters.
Woo.
Their first touchdown, Brent, was 9:24 into the second quarter.
Oh.
And they 4 second quarter touchdowns, 1 in the third and 2 in the fourth.
Impressive. Up back again.
Uh-oh, there's the chant.
After they had a fumble going in for a score, they were never the same team, and they never got comfortable. And I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what I think about last week. This young man says we are for real. And you cannot give this coaching staff enough credit for what they had to see last week. And Avon, as I said, is a top 3 team on my page. We'll see if that pans out. They ran in a buzzsaw, but they prepared this team. The team bought it.
Leading, so Pike, another high snap. A handoff to Allen. Interesting choice as that brings up 4th down for a loss of 1.
And that's going to keep the clock running.
So now it looks like Pike is going to go for this one. Idella back to pass. That one's caught. And it is a first down. Great throw by Seidella. Keeping this team alive, trying anything. So now under a minute left. Down by 13. Seidella trying to get his team into the end zone. Looks back to pass. Hits Sanders, but he goes down. Excuse me, that was Eccles on the catch. Goes down as soon as he gets it. And it looks like with about 30 seconds here, Seidella has no choice but to look deep. So now running, throwing on the run. Hits Williams. And that brings up a first down for Pike. So now clock is running out of time. And that is a spike by Seidella trying to stop the clock. 10 seconds. Let's see if Seidella can get any more points on the board for Pike. So again, Seidella in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking deep. Bullet of a pass. And that was a completed pass as he falls out of bounds. That's Elijah McLaughlin. So, look at that impressive catch by Elijah McLaughlin as it's speedy pass, gets it right on the midline, ends up getting a first down off of it. Or excuse me, no, he's very short, a couple inches away from a first down, but still impressive catch. So now a high snap, Seidella winging across, dropped pass. So that brings up 2 seconds left. And it looks like the Tigers are going to come away with the victory, 26-13. So, Ben, what did you see tonight from the Tigers team that led them to this victory?
Tigers defense, once again. The defense carried this team.
Yeah, I will agree with you. The defense was pretty spectacular tonight. Maybe a few things to clean up, but what really impressed me was the arm on Rue. He had a great night, especially,
Hands were jammed. Standing room only around the field, and parking was at a premium.
Not where I parked. There was no premium to it. I seen the Kentucky line, and I knew I could park right here, and nobody would bother me.
Yeah, as I pointed out earlier, I'm not as far away as you are, but I'm not sure my car will still be there. When
I came in, and I was here. I don't know when I was here. I think I beat everybody today. And so I asked the gentleman, I go, where do I park? And he goes, sir, I don't see any. Just keep going that way.
Just keep going. Well, the school is directly across. It's behind those stands over there, and they were using the school parking lot. And when I got here, they were parking on the main street out there, the north-south street. And I'm sure the local gendarmes have come to the conclusion they're not going to watch the parking situation at these games anymore. So East will get the football here. Time running down. We're inside a minute and a half. And they will fire, and the pass will be caught at the 43. And the clock will stop momentarily. That'll be good enough for the first down.
Well, Beck, I want to say it before we got off the air. Super proud of my nephew. The state's longest losing streak has now come to an end. Clarksville beat Eastern of Pekin today for his first win there. He's been there 2 years, and to put that program on a right track. So congratulations, not only Clarksville, to my nephew Justin Bozier. Good for him.
How long was the losing streak? Do you recall?
Oh, it was 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
That's
been a
great.
while. Yeah,
that is great.
Super proud of him.
I'll tell you who will be writing that up. Kyle Nedenreich, who does an outstanding job for the Indianapolis Star. He'll be writing a story on that. Now, you're going to take credit for it, too?
I wish I could, but I won't. No, that's all. Justin's a great kid. He loves football, and there was no doubt in my mind if they'll listen to him that he'll get it turned around.
Another pass completed right at the 50-yard line. Clock at 1:09 now in this fourth quarter. Well, this game has come to a screeching halt here. First 3 quarters, first 2.5 quarters were just really zipping by. Both ball clubs looking sharp. Then there were a number of turnovers, and mainly the penalties got in the way of the flow of the game. And they'll throw it again, and this time it'll be incomplete. Clock will stop with 1:04 to go. And another flag, apparently.
I'm not sure, Beck. I maybe have seen a game with this many flags, but it's been a while.
You know, at the start of the season, you kind of expect miscues and things like this, but this is stepped over the border.
Really a lot.
Yeah.
Sure. Avon 24, Ben Davis 3. That tells you how good Avon is.
Which goes back to your game last Friday.
New Pal 28, Center Grove 9. That's a final. How good is New Pal? Pretty good. Mooresville and Danville tied with a few minutes left in the fourth.
So the 15-yard penalty moves the ball back inside the 40 to the 39.
Got our first upset.
Yep.
Talk about North Central.
Yep.
Came from way behind to upset Hamilton Southeastern 17-16. How's that?
You know, I don't consider that an upset.
Well, except for the fact North Central had a huge lead, and North Central had nothing last week. So whether it's an upset or not, and another team we have next week, Plainfield 28, Tri-West 13. So Plainfield's still on the winning track.
Been a tough year for the folks in Tri-West. You just knew that North Central was going to have a tough week of practice.
Trust me, Mr. O'Shea was not a happy camper. Not so much that they lost, but how they played.
Kevin has I was going to say was going to turn the program around. He's already turned it around.
Amazingly so, quite honestly.
Just under 47 seconds remain in the game. And we'll get a timeout.
Boy, our hearts and thoughts and prayers are sure out. I've just got notification that the hurricane in Florida has picked up speed. They think it may hit that state full max capacity.
I was watching some of the Weather Channel today, Jan, and the people on there were kind of prognosticating, predicting what might happen, and they were very reluctant to go where you thought they wanted to go. But I think they expected that to happen.
Wow.
And they're not sure exactly where that's going to hit.
Welcome back to the Hamilton County Television Studios. I'm Brad Silbert for Game Day. Here's final scores from games around this evening. As you've seen here on Game Day, Heritage Christian all over Shenandoah tonight, 48-7. In another game of interest to Hamilton County and Hoosier Crossroads fans, Westfield beats Decatur Central 36-14. The other games that you saw here on HCTV on Game Day, Fishers over the Pike Red Devils, 26-13. North Central on a last-second field goal beats the Hamilton Southeastern Royals by 17-16. In what was a huge scoring game over at Guerin Catholic, the Golden Eagles get the Bishop's Cup back from Lafayette Central Catholic, 50-28. Next Friday night, we'll be back. Our feature game on Hamilton County Television will be the Fishers Tigers at Noblesville. We will also have coverage of Avon at Hamilton Southeastern, Ron Colley and Chittard, and Mount Vernon and Greenfield Central. My name is Brad Silbert. On behalf of our entire Hamilton County Television crew, good night